Hello, people. Did you miss me? I almost started another stream without unmuting my mic. How's it going, everybody? Again. So first and foremost, Wow, my mic is peaking. Here, let me bring that down a bit. First and foremost, good to see you all again. Before anybody says anything about, oh, well, I thought you said you were gone forever. No, I never said that. You know, a couple of people are like, why are you back? 3 weeks in, you couldn't, stay away. I said before. Oh, damn it, Maria, shut up. Yeah, we're having that problem before the stream. I said that I wasn't going to be doing regular videos because, originally I was doing 2 videos a week, one being the podcast, one being a standalone video. But now I've decided to just do videos when I want because it's better for my mental health. And I figured I would announce a return to videos coming out by doing a stream of Silent Hill 2. Even better, it's Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition for the PC. You get to see Maria in all her HD 1440p sexy gloriousness. She just doesn't look really great. It's graphics from 2001, but it's still probably, it's becoming the best version of the game to play at this point. So I'm gonna see how far we can get through the game. I'm just gonna hang out with you guys. But also, not now, Maria. I decided also that I wanted to use this opportunity to bring on another Silent Hill fan, somebody that I've been wanting to talk to for a while. And, you probably remember me mentioning his name in my Silent Hill mythology series. Brought him up twice, once in the Red Squares video and another one in the video I did on the God of Silent Hill. And I brought him on because he did an absolutely fantastic series on sort of the more occult, alchemical influences that Silent Hill has. And, I was hoping I could pick his brain about, where he got his information, where he got his education, why he was able to see these things, whereas pretty much nobody, as far as I know, was able to pick up on these things. So without further ado, Paul, you there, man?
Max? Yeah, thanks for having me on.
What's happening, dude?
Yeah, I should probably also add psychological. There's a lot of psychological elements to Silent Hill.
Right. Well, I figured, with the people that are watching right now, they've just sort of able to infer that, given that a lot of the reason why people seem to like my videos is because of the psychoanalytic stuff that I'm able to interpret in regards to it. But, yeah, well, I guess we'll get more into, like, Silent Hill and, your love for the franchise and stuff like that.
Playing the game already.
Oh, I hope not.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get mad or if they have certain expectations for this stream.
No, I don't think so. The people in my community tend to be very, very accepting. Apparently your mic is really low, dude. Is there any way you can move it up like 3 or 4 decibels?
Yeah. How about that? Is that better?
Is that good, guys? Please let us know. Very quickly, just while we're looking to see if the audio is better, got a couple super chats. Sacred Pain with the righteous pyramid head avatar sends in $5. Thank you very much, man. Mori Animation says sends in, I'm guessing that's Australian dollars, $7 Australian dollars. It says, are you familiar with 3D programs? I have some custom high-detailed Silent Hill 2 models and want to share them with creators. Well, Paul, I know you have Silent Hill 2 for the PC. You might want to get on that. I'm curious, what are these high-detailed Silent Hill 2 models? And shut up, Maria. And then the fighting expert, Sean, it's me, Joel Weiss. Who's Sean? I don't know who Sean is, but I know who Joel Weiss is. Good to see you again, dude. Thanks so much for coming to hang out. And I can't believe we got 163 people watching live. Holy crap. That's probably the biggest that live audience that I've ever had for a live stream. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's almost like there's a huge fan base for this game, for this series, that want to see new games. Konami. So, guys, people are saying a little bit more just for your voice, maybe like 1 or 2 more decibels.
For me, yeah. Let me. How about this, guys?
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me know if that's good.
Yeah.
All
right. That should be good. Now, without further ado, guys, I know why you're primarily here. It's because you want us to play the game. Let's play this sucker. So,
2 HD, sort of.
Yes. Well, yeah, about as good as YouTube streaming will allow. So just very quickly, guys, before we get started, I do have a tendency to hyper-focus on things. I'm not that great at multitasking, so I'm going to do my best to interview Paul, to play the game, and also interact with you guys as best I can, okay? So please just bear with us. And also, just as a general rule, Paul, I think maybe just we should both be quiet while the cutscenes are going.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. All right, let's do this sucker then. And here he is, my, what some people have said is my video game. I should have been more specific. When people are speaking, we'll be quiet. People say that James is sort of like my video game lookalike.
Do you have a brother?
A brother? No.
Well, maybe you do. Maybe
what?
You do have a brother.
Why?
Maybe it's James.
Maybe it's Guy Seehee. I don't know. I mean, he's equally as messed up as I am.
Could you really be in this town?
Hey, Mofo, I played Metal Gear Solid 3 on Twitch. Oh, and you know what I should probably do? Just very quickly, take this thing off of the screen. But just so you guys know, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MaxDerrat. There's a link to it in the description box below. But I'll take that off screen so you can see Silent Hill 2 and all of its glorious HD. God, this disgusting background. This bathroom looks
You can actually read the graffiti
so
on the
beautiful.
walls now.
Oh yeah, the what does that say?
I actually went back in and was reading all the graffiti in the bathroom, trying to look for any more like hidden clues. But there's really nothing there. I don't think.
Yes.
Maury says I sound like James. Mary.
Oh yeah, you kind
in this town. I don't know.
Well, you know what? I never actually thought about it, but you actually do sound a lot like James.
I've done so much Silent Hill research that I feel like I'm turning into James, if that makes sense.
It's amazing the effect that this game has.
It's like Daniel Day-Lewis. He's a method actor. He just gets into the role, and all of a sudden he finds himself making shoes, and this is what I really do now. He just goes down that rabbit hole.
Wait, you mean to say it wasn't actually Abraham Lincoln in that one Steven Spielberg movie?
Can you turn my level up from your side? Because I think I've got my levels boosted, James, but people are saying they can't. Or I just called you James. Max, people can't hear me from your stream.
Check Paul's... Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Paul's car real quick.
I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said, Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean?
Strip
This
club.
whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. two of us staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Okay, so that's really interesting why they can't seem to hear you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even
They don't
though
like
I
me.
brought your mic
Yeah,
up.
they don't like me. Screw 'em. People that can't hear me. I'm teasing, of course. Everyone knows I'm a
Yes.
jokester.
Okay, so how do I bring up your volume while I'm streaming to you? Hold on, I'm gonna stop streaming to you for a second and see if me bringing up the user volume through Discord makes things different.
If you go into your settings, you can actually control individual audio in Discord.
Oh, well, I right-clicked your... Sorry, guys, just a little bit of technical difficulties. This was bound to happen. I'm not good at this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I right-click on your avatar, and then it says user volume, and I just bring it up, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. You got it.
Okay. Does he sound okay, guys?
Okay, guys.
All right, now...
1, 2, 3. Thanks. I think we're good.
Please, God. All right, so... I'm just going to go back to the game audio now, so hopefully this sounds okay. And okay. Better? Okay.
All right, yay.
Woohoo! All right, now let's just...
That's amazing.
God.
Great.
God bless the man who sent me this copy of the game.
The modding community,
so...
man. There's some amazing people out there that are modding these games. Breathing new life into it. It's amazing.
If only, man, like, people give crap to Bethesda, and understandably so, but we gotta give them credit where credit's due. And companies like Bethesda that let the community mod their games this way, legally, it really enhances the overall experience and longevity of the game. And if only games like masterpieces like Silent Hill 2 were given that sort of official endorsement to be able to mod their games, and it would, just give people more impetus to actually go and mod more games like this and preserve them for future generations.
I think games that are worth modding end up getting modded. So
yeah,
it kind of evens itself out.
Creates a black market. I mean, hey, it's Nah, I'm not going to say that. All right, so while we take our little stroll down to Silent Hill, the metaphorical and literal descent into madness, Paul, I finally have the chance to talk to you, man. I'm a huge fan of your videos. The Silent Hill 1 stuff, it sort of just blew my mind. Because I thought, when I first did my video about Maria, it was called Anima. I thought it was sort of like this new discovery that, Maria was the Jungian anima, right? But then when I saw your videos and went through obviously the Silent Hill 2 stuff and the word magic stuff, it's sort of, I was blown away that I was only at the tip of the iceberg about, sort of the history of, the occult and alchemy and religious tradition and how all these different... histories have influenced the greatest creators, and how there's sort of this hidden language they can come across. I have to ask you, dude, what was sort of your introduction to going down this hermetic path, I suppose I should say, and how did you get the education that you did that allowed you to be able to interpret the game this way?
Well, that's a good question. It's really hard to quantify, because everyone has their own experience and in their own kind of things that happen in their life. But I was just to jump ahead a little bit to Silent Hill. I was streaming on Twitch. I started streaming on Twitch in 2015, and in the beginning I was just doing horror games for fun, and I still do games on Twitch sometimes, and it's fun. But someone was bugging me to play Silent Hill, one of my moderators, And he said, dude, you got to play this game. You got to play this game. And he wouldn't let up about it. And it was the first Silent Hill. And I took a look at it. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I want to play this. And I had played Silent Hill before. I had played, Silent Hill 4 and Silent Hill, a couple of different Silent Hill games. But those didn't strike me. You know, Silent Hill 4, I'll be honest, there isn't a lot of esoteric material. There isn't a lot of deep psychological significance there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested. But eventually he wore me down, and I'm glad he did. And I started playing the first PlayStation, Silent Hill, and I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. And this was, I don't know, this was back in probably like 2017, 2018 or so. And I went on YouTube immediately and was like looking around. Okay, are other people seeing what I'm seeing? And so I went on and was looking around and couldn't really find anything. So to answer your question though, how that came upon completely by accident. But to answer your question about my background, my education, I went to college up until my junior year, and I was really interested in art history. I was interested in. I had one professor in one class specifically that she was really into symbolism, really into architecture, art, literature, music, and tied it all together under this like symbolic, very interesting type of umbrella. So that kind of got me started, and then it was just kind of a long road of different. I'm a curious person, like a lot of us here are, right? I'm a curious person, and I go down rabbit holes. When I learn about something new and something interesting, I go down the rabbit hole. And I was really averse to anything occult, anything having to do with that kind of stuff. Like most people, I considered it to be some kind of just, black magic nonsense.
Yeah, same.
And so I don't really throw that term out around a lot. I did early when I did the Silent Hill 1, because it's so overt, it's so completely in your face that you can't avoid it. A lot of other games don't necessarily do that, but with Silent Hill, I was just like, holy crap. And I couldn't believe that there was so much in here that nobody picked up on. And so then I just decided, well, I guess I'd really never planned on putting a YouTube thing together, but I started doing it on Twitch actually. And
yeah, just before you get into that, though, we have a young lady that we got to talk to real quick. Oh. That was totally coincidental. I have these alarms set up on my phone throughout the day. That was a weird synchronicity there. My bad.
Accidents are the best.
Yeah.
Accidents are the best.
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We'll continue in a second.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Hey, Angela, what's your favorite TV show?
Lost?
Nice choice.
Good job.
Yeah. Looking for Silent Hill? Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. I'm going to town either way. On that ass. All right. So
Max,
back to
someone in the chat was asking if they were asking about Silent Hill 3 and if it has the same sort of level of occult symbolism as like 1 and 2, especially 1.
Well, I mean, I'll just say my quick piece, but you're the expert on this. So it's kind of interesting. Even though I really, really like Silent Hill 3 game, Silent Hill 3, it's a great game. Compared to Silent Hill 1 and 2, there's nowhere near the level of occult, alchemical, psychological stuff as there is in the first 2 games, in my opinion. But there is some stuff. Like, there's... Just off the top of my head, there's the door with the big moon on it. There's still references to the union of opposites in the Silent Hill God, right? Which I did in my Silent Hill video. But can you think of anything else, dude?
Well, before I play a game or while I play a game, I don't necessarily have like a checklist of, but in its own right, I think Silent Hill 3 is a great game for other reasons. But I've been actually looking into Silent Hill 3 to see if it's worth, really analyzing. And so far what I've just found a little bit of stuff. It's not really anything that's overt like Silent Hill 1. And if I may, people that want to know kind of the history of Silent Hill 1 and why it's got all this occult stuff and the level that it has, there's actually on my channel on Reinstall Paul, there's a video, the second video, I think, where I discuss why it has so much occult stuff. And the director himself was quoted in an interview saying, "I'm into occult stuff," basically. So
it just puts it plainly.
Yeah, that's why Silent Hill 2 has a different flavor too, because it's not the same director, right? So a little bit different.
Yeah.
But they take it in a very interesting, wonderful direction. And for me, Silent Hill 2 is my all-time favorite Silent Hill game and probably my favorite game ever. So
yeah, it's like I think we were just talking about this before the stream. It's just amazing. Like, you think that you found everything that there is to cover in some of these games, but eventually there's always just one thing that you manage to look over. And the example I used was, I'm sure some of you guys know who this guy is, but Nomad Colossus. He's been making videos on Shadow of the Colossus for more than roughly 10 years. And to this day, and I've sort of been helping him out in this regard, there's still a lot of stuff to be found in that game. And same thing for SH2. Now, before we move on, I completely forgot to say this at the beginning of the stream. I put a link to your YouTube channel and your website in the description box. Cool. But was there anything else that you want me to put in there?
No, I mean, I really appreciate everything you've done for me because, I started, a couple years ago with Silent Hill 1, and I'm not really the best at getting myself out there. So I just put the videos up and thought, okay, my job is done as a Silent Hill fan, and I could walk away from it. But come to find out, I really like doing YouTube videos. So, and I'm looking at more games and stuff. I just want to thank you for exposing me to your audience.
Oh, dude, thank you. Honestly, it's just my huge passion, and one thing that I really hope that I can do, continue to do in my life, is try to make gaming into more of an academic enterprise, something that people could study in schools one day. And the more that I'm able to discover, the more that people do the work that I want to do for me, and I can uncover. It's
funny because I'm sure you hear that a lot too with all of your content. You get a lot of the professorial sort of comments. Hey, this would be a great class, and I think people are totally right about that.
Yeah. Honestly, if one day, hopefully, if you and I got to teach this in a university or something, you could sort of teach like the history of the occult and using Silent Hill as a conduit to do so.
You know that poster. If you look at that poster right there.
Yes.
If you look
Go
at
ahead.
it face on, the one all the way to the right. Maybe I'm just like extrapolating here, but I'm seeing kind of like and you know how you see like human faces in like almost everything because that's what we're wired to do. But I'm kind of seeing the outline of I don't know if I'm seeing Jack Nicholson in The Shining or kind of.
That's exactly what it is.
Looks like it, right?
Wait, are you serious? You didn't know that? Oh, okay, dude, that is actually Jack Nicholson from The Shining. Very good.
I had no idea. That's fun. I've never noticed that before. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, perfect example. There's things that you managed to come across that you never would have figured out. Like, for me, the thing that I would have never guessed about Silent Hill 1 was just how it was literally the 7 alchemical steps.
I know.
And the frickin' green dragon eating the sun. Like, that was just genius.
Wow.
Guys, seriously.
When I saw that in there, I mean, you should have seen my face when I looked up from my computer screen. I was like, holy crap. Holy crap. This guy, the original creator of the game, he knows his stuff. And he was, yeah. It's quite an amazing game, you guys. Yeah, the first one. I know a lot of people maybe kind of it's often overlooked for various reasons, but it's incredible. It's an incredible game.
And it's like they make no attempt to explain what it's actually trying to do. It just puts it there.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like hidden there for, true students of the occult to find for themselves. It's like the literal philosopher's stone, Inster Quillinus Invenitur, right?
Yeah, I had a comment on my channel. Someone said that they were able to navigate the last part of the game, which is the notoriously confusing part of the game. They were able to navigate it correctly by using he used one of his father's grimoires that had all of the steps of alchemy in it, and he went backwards. He went backwards in the steps, and he's like, "Oh, that's how I do it." Yeah, no kidding.
Wow, nice. And then, I guess Silent Hill is also a nudist colony. Can you see the stream? I put it back up on Discord. Okay. So, because as my friend Vash12349 likes to say, white people like to investigate. We're gonna run after the strange naked dude.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, totally. Like every horror movie, they run up the stairs away from the villain, right, instead of out the back door because they're stupid. Yeah. Now I gotta. What was the question I was just about to ask you? Damn it! It was a good question too.
Was this about Silent Hill 1?
It had something to do with. Oh no, I know. So you were just pointing out, like nobody seemed to notice that Silent Hill 1 was all about the 7 hidden steps of alchemy. Yet, like to anybody that has a basic knowledge of alchemy or the occult, I would think would be able to pick up on these things. Yet there was hardly anybody. I don't think there was anybody that was talking about it until I came across your videos. So, well, first of all, we'll probably just watch the cutscene and then you can answer what I'm about to ask you. But why do you think it is that nobody was able to pick up on that until you did it?
But if first, it wasn't me, it would have been someone else. It was a matter of time, I think. I think it was just a matter of time. Your reaction to be a little stronger.
Hold on, dude. I can't hear you. The game's The game's audio is a little bit loud.
Been a little stronger. He's so milquetoast throughout the whole story, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, this totally makes sense. Get that baby seal.
Is it dead? What the hell is it?
Yeah, I meant to ask you guys. Yeah,
he's very pensive.
Definitely not human.
I would say.
Just very quickly, guys. I forgot to ask a few minutes ago, but does the audio sound okay? Like, even though the audio was kind of loud there, was it too loud? Just let me know.
If it's too loud, you're too old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anything below 120 decibels is not acceptable. Hi, Carla.
What the? I better take it anyway. I might need it.
Yeah, tune it to the local rock station. Highway to hell, literally. So yeah, yeah, you're right. This freaking camera, man. It's a great port of the game. It's just the one thing I've been having trouble with is
well, they
the
did
camera.
fix the camera bounce in Silent Hill 2 with this enhancement. So when you stop, it doesn't do that crazy bounce like it used to. Although it's not perfect.
Oh.
The camera still has some issues, you're right. They have fixed it a little bit.
Yeah, there's just some things that you can't really change about old games unless you do a complete overhaul, like the combat. Yeah,
Broken Wings.
I suppose you're right.
Broken Wings by Mr. Mister. I would agree with that. Broken Wings is an amazing song. Sorry, go ahead.
Ride the Lightning. So, hold on. We got to go get that key, right? It's up Martin Street. Okay. So, yeah, you're right. I suppose if it weren't you, somebody else would have done it. But what I've sort of been noticing myself is that with the advent of YouTube and people sort of being able to communicate with each other a lot more easily, there's sort of been a revival of... Wait for me. There's sort of been a revival of a lot of these esoteric concepts. Why do you... Like, any idea as to why that might be? But, like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a great question. It's because there's a growing dissatisfaction in the Western world, and because that growing dissatisfaction is primarily revolving around having we're kind of untethered in a way, and where we've got this idea that more and more tangible things, the more things you get, the better your life is, kind of thing, and that's starting to unravel. You know what I mean? So we've got this like Western, what you would call it, not necessarily physical, but kind of the Western materialistic view is starting to actually go to the East, and believe it or not, the Eastern worldview is starting to come to the West. So we're each kind of worldview, if you divide the world in half in that way, in the Eastern mind and the Western mind, there's kind of a dissatisfaction with, and kind of we're just tired of seeing the world this way, and so it's actually shifting both at the same time. So it's been going on for a long time, and it takes centuries to happen. I know Alan Watts talked about this back in like the 70s. So that would be my official answer, I guess.
Yeah, it's sort of like I pretty much agree with you on that. It seems like with the way I understand it, it's with the death of God that Nietzsche proclaimed back at the end of the 19th century, and sort of having about 100 years of secularism to enjoy and reap the pros and cons of. People are starting to realize, even though there are benefits to looking at the world in a purely materialist way, it's not the only perspective.
It's not the only way. It has its place, and it's very useful. It should never be discounted. But over centuries and centuries in Europe, people got sick and tired of this idea that God is just always, like, they're on probation, God's always watching them. They're kind of just here, they're kind of like in this realm aside from God, apart from God, and they're just kind of on probation all the time, and God's always watching you. People got tired of that idea, and Nietzsche, I think, he called it, right? He was pretty,
Yeah, pretty
he
much.
pretty much called it. So that's kind of where we're at. So now we're kind of untethered from that worldview, and kind of like the game BioShock, we're in this worldview where now it's like man is the this is like one of the best scenes ever. Doesn't this look amazing, by the way?
Oh god, it looks so good. When the interiors of this enhanced edition look amazing.
So
yeah. Interesting. It looks exactly like the clothes my wife used to wear. Isn't that so interesting? Oh my god! Okay, so now we gotta beat the... Don't you ever in your life do that again, you X-chromosome looking motherfucker. Okay. You think it's dead? One more time.
There you go.
No, you're not sure? Wait, one more again. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, yeah. Back to the intellectual talk, and we're not beating the crap out of mannequins. Yeah, you're right. It's sort of without that sort of the soul. The secularist worldview sort of lacks the soul of religion that sort of died with the death of God. Now people are sort of wandering about in their lives, not really sure what the meaning of it is, what their purpose is. And so, as you said,
we're going between,
they're looking to the east.
Between extremes, right? We're going from there's a God, he's taking care of everything, to no, there's not, and we're taking care of it. And it's like this kind of schizophrenic type of reaction in a way, collectively, not on an individual level, but that can lead to that. But the ancient cultures, India, for example, I always think about how they see things. They don't take kind of an oppressive view of God at all. In fact,
they don't take a what view of God? They don't take
an oppressive, like God is in charge of everything, and there's it's more the Eastern worldview is more like you're just kind of, there's no central authority in that specific way. So takes a lot of pressure off of religion. And also, when's the last time you had a Hindu knock on your door? When's the last time you had a Buddhist try to recruit you, right?
Right. I think I might have said this to you, or it might have been Uber Boyo that I talked about this to, but in Carl Jung's text, Psychology and Religion, West and East, he actually made a comment on this very thing, where he's like, the Western view of religion was more extroverted, where they tried to project sort of the stuff that's going on within outward, whereas the Eastern way of Eastern religions, they tend to be a lot more introverted. Their salvation comes from within, whereas with the West, it's sort of from without, with Jesus.
Yeah.
And,
so the big question is, why is it that way?
Exactly. Why is it that way?
One idea is that it's because we're talking about the religions of the East are far older, right? They're far older. So you could say they're matured to the point where they've realized all of this. Because in the early days in a lot of religions, there are very devout apostles and apostates and what have you that are running around going, "This is great. You got to do this. You got to. This is great. This is great." Right? But the oldest Western religion, Judaism, is old enough where it's really kind of settled into its own and doesn't feel like it has to run around recruiting everybody.
Right.
Whereas the youngest religion, the youngest Western religion, Islam, is I would say even more so wanting to recruit people more actively, even more than Christianity. So I think as religions get older, as civilizations and societies get older, they actually kind of settle down in that regard. Because when something's new, when you have a new thing, you want to tell everyone about it and how amazing it is. It just happens to be a religion, so everyone has to like what you like. It's kind of an immature.
Yeah.
It's an immature attitude, right? But in a mature religious sense, you would be more like, "Hey, I'm secure in my faith, and if you have your own, or if you want to believe what I do, great. If you don't, that's okay." That's more of a mature attitude to religion. That's kind of the Eastern attitude, like in Buddhism and in Hindu and all of the Zoroastrian faiths and all of the faiths in the middle in Central Asia. So that's kind of the way I see it. That's one reason. It's because we're kind of a new culture. We're kind of a new in the grand scheme of things, we're kind of the West is kind of a newer civilization comparatively, right?
Yeah, true. That's, I think, the part of the reason why it is so much more sophisticated is because of like how much more psychological it is and how much it sort of emphasizes the strength of the individual. Wait, why did I push this clock? I didn't need to yet. Sorry. Like I said, it's sort of hard to, focus on talking to you about these intellectual topics while clubbing these mannequins like baby seals. Gotta go upstairs, right? Yeah, I've, get away from me.
What we need for this,
I don't need you throwing up on me. It's a pandemic, for
Max,
Christ's sake.
what we
Sorry,
need
what?
for the stream is we need a navigator.
A navigator? Somebody just backseating us?
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
For this type of thing.
Yeah, if people want to backseat us, that's totally cool. You know what I should have done before the stream? I should have did the ammo multiplier, so that way I don't have to worry about the whole survival aspect of the survival horror game. But whatever, you probably just get comments from people saying, "You scrub, you can't even play the game properly." It's just like, you know how hard it is to, talk about the psychological depth of West and East religion while, being the shit out of the products of our own unconscious. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Perfect. Here we go. It's a good scene right here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pyramid Head.
Hey, wait! Damn it.
Yeah. Run away now. Just wait until I get my pistol. Then your ass is mine, little girl. That came out wrong. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I said, kind of hard to... Yeah. So, where are we going?
There's a big religious discussion breaking out in the chat, Max. We need to head this off fast.
What's going on?
I'm just teasing. Show Pyramid Head. Let's get...
Yeah, well, we're getting there, guys. Like, I know you're so desperate to see Pyramid Head molesting the mannequins.
What about the Church of Pyramid Head? Is that already a thing?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Low key, it actually is kind of a thing. You want to know why? Like, okay, so every day I look in my email inbox, right? And all I see are women in the comment section of that Pyramid Head video simping after Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
And you know this. I know. I watched your series on Silent Hill 2 where you talked about what Pyramid Head represents. And you're absolutely right. That is what he represents. So do you want to tell everybody about that?
I've had a lot of women actually email me and tell me how they've got a lot to think about after seeing that video about the feminine nature and this attraction to Pyramid Head and why so many women are attracted to Pyramid Head. I have a video about it on my channel. Yeah, it's the same reason, like 50 Shades of Grey and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check it out. It's interesting.
It's the video with the thumbnail that has Pyramid Head on it first in his Silent Hill 2 playlist. Now, speaking of 50 Shades of Grey, we're about to come up on the man himself, the man that will put Christian Grey to shame. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what nightmares are fucking made of. Look, it even glows red.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice touch. No, ask him how you can do that. Ask him to show you that trick.
Sorry, say that again?
Pyramid Head to show you that trick.
What trick?
Turn red power. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sort of reminds me of like that one episode of Family Guy where they all get superpowers. And like, I don't know, Peter's able to shapeshift and then Lois gets really strong, but then Meg is only able to grow her fingernails. So Pyramid Head's like, oh, I can glow red. Oh, good for you.
Oh my god. Who could have?
I don't know, it might have been like the burly looking dude outside that's gazing at you with murderous intent. So this guy,
yeah,
we clearly It's
Well,
James.
Silent Hill is all about possibilities, isn't it? That's what the creators. That's why they have alternate endings, and it's all about possibilities. If you read any interviews from the creators of Silent Hill, they talk about the fact that there is no canon, and in fact, it's really just about your personal choices. And great art is always open to interpretation, right? So you can draw several different conclusions and about that guy sitting in the chair that James is looking at and not be wrong.
Yeah. That was the whole point. I mean, there is sort of an underlying canonical way to view the game, but we'll never figure out what that is.
Yeah. Now there is an overall narrative for sure happening. I mean, we're very aware of that.
But the point is that you gotta have those multiple interpretations because that just adds to the overall power of the game.
Yeah, because you have to think about your audience, right? You don't want to just dictate how your audience is going to interpret it. Then you might as well just create a religion.
Well, there is sort of a religion when it comes to the Silent Hill fan base. They're absolutely
in a way,
rabid.
yeah, in a way. But there's like a Western way of thinking that kind of takes over things.
We're almost at 300 people watching live right now. Holy crap.
Awesome.
Dude,
yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. I hope you guys are enjoying the
Why
stream.
James never sticks his head in the hole, I'll never know.
Head like a hole,
Just,
black out your
just
soul.
live a little, James.
Yeah. What point in the game does he stick his hand in the toilet?
Does he? Well, there's the part with the drain in the shower. That's way down further in the hospital.
Right. Or was it the first game? I can't remember. See, I know the stories of the first 3 games inside and out, but as far as the actual gameplay, some things are sort of
Well, when you meet Eddie,
lost.
Eddie's like hanging out by the toilet. Maybe you're thinking of that.
Yeah. Okay, so here we got to go back to where the clock is, and that was at the end of the big long
You're
hallway.
doing a great job, by the way, keeping track of all this. I would be way worse than you. I'd be like running around in circles right now.
Oh, thanks, man. Let's just wait until we get to like the hospital. That's where things might get messed up. But like this intro level, I must have played like 100 times. Yeah. Okay, so where is that freaking clock? Here it is. We got a. Now, if I recall correctly, it's like 9. Oh no, wait. We got a. Yeah. See, here's another thing. It's like the way the controls work in this. Yeah. Hey Max, do you ever think you enjoy walking around the dark literally and metaphysically? Hey man, people don't mess with me. I'm 6'3", and I know Taekwondo.
I know him too. He's a nice guy.
Damn it. What?
I said I know Taekwondo too. He's a nice guy. Korean guy.
Nice. All right. Wait, I think it's actually. Isn't this right? Or no, wait, no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheese this a little bit. I'm just gonna do this and wait until I hear the click. This is what I usually do. I always forget what it is, unless somebody in the chat wants to tell me. La da da.
I honestly don't remember.
Q. Damn it. Yeah, even though
I can't backseat you.
I mean,
I'm like right in your ear, so I don't want to backseat you. That'd be like the worst thing ever.
It's okay if you guys 9:15. Thank you. Okay, now we're not going to be. Wait, really? 9:15?
Martial arts people are chiming in. Max Turbo 45. Awesome.
I'm a first degree black belt. Yeah, me too, dude.
That's awesome. In what martial art?
There
Max
it
Turbo.
is.
It's curious. I started in judo and then I went to jiu-jitsu. So more grappling for me, but I was training with a Taekwondo guy. He's really good.
Wait. Oh, maybe it's because. Well, what is it? 9:15 or 9:10? There we go. My bad. Get buff, James. You ever actually had to move a grandfather clock? Those things are freaking heavy, man. What do we do now. Anything in here? Nope. All right, so another question I wanted to ask you that I'm sure people are going to... Oh, wait, no, you already answered this question. I was going to ask which is your favorite of the Silent Hill series, but you already said it's 2.
Yeah,
right?
and you know, for different reasons, of course, but I think overall, I got to say, 2 is just so playable and it's just so great. So
It's like in terms of just the overall composition, yeah, I have to
as
agree
far
with
as
you.
the
Silent Hill 2.
WTFness, I would say Silent Hill 4 is just so wild. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah,
So
it's like
random.
in the best possible ways and the worst possible ways.
Some of the monsters are just
Like-
so random, right?
Like the two what's the name of the monster where it's like the two
Oh, the
faces
twins,
and they're walking
the
on their
giant
hands.
twin things running
Twins.
around. Oh, it's just such a bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah, that even though like there are some Silent Hill games that I really don't like, they generally have good creature design. Like there's always something cool there.
You know, this is going to be unpopular opinion, but Silent Hill Origins, I actually enjoyed playing that of all things. I just didn't really attach myself.
Oh my
Here we
God.
go. Whoa.
Jesus, that cutscene, I'm usually like... That legit scared me. Like, I'm usually waiting like 20 seconds for that cutscene to come up, but then I'm like, oh wait, it's the PC version.
Now just picture Dennis Hopper here, right?
Oh, right.
Blue Velvet.
All right, let's fuck.
How scared were you the first time you played that?
It's an image that you never expect to see.
Oh, it's so terrifying.
So disturbing. And you know what's funny? Funny. I was looking at Masahiro Ito's Twitter the other day because I follow him there, and he's learning English, so he's interacting with all the fans. And somebody actually asked him about that scene, and he actually had the audacity to say that he doesn't interpret what's going on in that scene as sexual.
Yeah.
He literally said that. I don't see how you can view what he was doing as anything other than sexual.
Huh. Interesting. What did he say he interpreted it as, or what was his intention?
Well, he didn't actually say that. Like when it comes to, asking people about what Pyramid Head is or anything, he's always very vague, but that was one of the times where he's like, it's not necessarily sexual, it can mean something else.
That's the rap with these great artists. They always put it out there in a subjective way. That's the trick, right?
Yeah, but you know what? That's kind of the right thing to do. It just keeps the power of the art.
You can do, right? Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now we got to go to the courtyard and hopefully not get violated here. We're in a pandemic. Don't you dare spit on me. Wear a mask, goddammit. Wait, where is
surprisingly easy to get around in this hallway.
Yeah, well, this is just the very beginning of the game.
I remember the first time I played this, I thought, oh man, this is... But no, you can just run right by him. No problem.
Yep, get juked. All right, now we got to go to the courtyard. That's where the this shopping cart, the baby stroller is, I think. I'm just afraid that at some point I'm gonna get stuck and the chat is gonna start yelling at me. But so far, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for dropping by.
That part is kind of rough with the pool and the baby stroller.
Oh, the juice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we know what to do with
we know
that.
The juice.
Which
is obvious.
Nobody in the right. Yeah,
It's
totally.
so obvious what you do with the juice. Incredible.
Yeah, exactly. You don't drink it. You throw a perfectly good 6-pack of juice down the trash.
Who would have
figured that out?
When I first played the game, I thought it was a health item.
Mm.
I went to grab a can
I
of
almost
juice
forgot.
And I was like, oh no, I'm dead.
I almost forgot that it was juice there for a second because it just looks like a pack of bullets or something. All right, so we picked up the key right off the ground. Oh, what are you looking at? Yep, there we go. Got the fire escape key. So we'll go to the fire escape later. We just got to go throw some perfectly good juice down the drain. But how do we get back to where we need to go? I think we just have to go there. Okay. All right, here's a question for you, dude. Even though Silent Hill 2 is both of our personal favorites, if you were to try and choose between like which is the more profound of the two, like in terms of its psychological, alchemical, occult influences, which would you think is the best?
Well, gosh, I don't know, because Silent Hill 1 is more textbook, and then Silent Hill 2 is more so I'll put it this way. There is the logical mind, right? And there's the intuitive mind. And I would say together they form an entire mind, right? Silent Hill 1 and 2. Silent Hill 1's more technical. Silent Hill 2 is more intuitive. That would be my answer.
Yeah, so I suppose it's more about like what type of experience you're looking for, right?
Yeah, and I think that's why Silent Hill 2 is so popular, is because of its there's just more part to it. There's more creativity, there's more ambiguity than Silent Hill 1. And also Silent Hill 1 is like, for a lot of people, it's like, what the hell is going on here anyway? It's not really that clear. I mean, we know that Harry's looking for his daughter, but everything else in between just seems like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're sort of just basking in the confusion and just that sort of uneasiness.
So I like Silent Hill 1 for completely different reasons than I like Silent Hill 2. I don't prefer one over the other in a sense, but if I just want to like play a game, I want to play a Silent Hill game, it'll probably be Silent Hill 2. But having said that, Silent Hill 1, if there wasn't a Silent Hill 1, we wouldn't be here at all having this conversation. So
exactly. I like that answer. And I actually have something to add on to that in a second, but very quickly. Silent Hill 4, Walter Sullivan was the main villain of that game, and we actually get a reference to him in a game that came out 3 years before Silent Hill 4. So the police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early on the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon. Oh my! I forgot about that. A soup spoon to stab himself in the neck.
Do what you got to do with what you have available. Make the best of what you have.
I mean, like you could have used your pants to hang yourself, but no, just go with the most gruesome way possible. Severing his carotid artery. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss. The spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. No, how thick was his neck? An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. Well, who does? But I do remember that. Don't answer that question. That just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the Red Devil. Forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me. The schoolmate then added, I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy. How much help are you?
I actually have a theory about Walter Sullivan right here with respect to Team Silent. Team Silent has access to a time machine, obviously. What do you think about that?
Right. I mean, it sounds legit, man.
I think so. Tinfoil hat. videos incoming. Here we go.
Team Silent. If only they could get back together, man. Just for one game. It'd be epic. Okay, so now we gotta figure out how to juke. Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah.
Already messing it up.
Use the diving board.
See, guys, this is...
Jump off the diving board. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
no,
last time I... last time I jumped off a diving board into a pool without
Cannonball.
water,
Do a
it...
cannonball. Right on top of him.
Yeah. Jackknife, come on. Do it, pussy. Alright,
You got
Damn it,
you got
damn it.
Right there,
Get
you
away.
got it.
Yeah. Hey, one doesn't just simply eat Taco Bell and throw it up all over a complete stranger, okay? Come on, that's not how we act in this society. Ugh. I don't want it. No.
Right there, you got it.
I don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness.
Were those Jehovah's Witnesses in the pool?
Oh, totally. You know, just walking around without pants on, high heels. Alright. There we go. Max Derrat, they came together but for Siren, which you guys should also look into. I never played that game.
Siren is a hard game to play. Yeah.
What? It's interesting. I've actually never heard of that
Creator
game.
of Silent Hill created, yeah, I streamed Siren before. Pretty amazing idea, and I like the way he thinks. I'll just go up.
I gotta look into that when we're done. By the way, we crossed 300 viewers. Holy crap.
It was awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're here to share it with me,
Yeah,
man.
I'm really happy
It's pretty
to
cool.
be on the stream with you guys, and yeah.
If you guys have any questions for Paul, just tag me so that way they show up in the chat as I'm playing. Otherwise, I might miss them. It's not every day where I have hundreds of people watching me live. So, is that everything?
Someone said there's Jehovah's Witnesses in the chat too.
Oh,
They're great.
oh. By the way, you want to hear a funny story about
All are
the
welcome.
Jehovah's Witnesses?
All are welcome. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, oh, crap! No, please don't. No, I don't consent. Don't touch me. Okay. This is my private square. So, I've told this story. You guys might remember me telling the story back on the Differently Wired show. You're right, this is pretty hard. Very quickly, before we walk in on Eddie, being a bulimic. I told this story, I think, once on the Jehovah Witness.
I
can't think. I meant to say on the Differently Wired show, but I said Jehovah's Witness. It's because I'm distracted by the vomiting noises. So you know what? Let's just talk
Poor
to Eddie
Eddie.
real quick, and then I'll tell you the story.
Yeah. Poor Eddie. Haven't we all been there? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just means he had a good Saturday night.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Do what?
I didn't do anything. I swear. He was like this when I got here.
My name's James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie. Who's that dead guy in the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill anybody.
You're not friends with that red pyramid thing, are you?
Red pyramid thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Honest. But I did see some weird looking monsters. They scared the hell out of me, so I ran in here.
Well, I guess this place isn't too safe either. What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just...
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, whatever it is, I think you better get out of here soon.
Yeah, you're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, be careful.
James, you be careful too.
You know, James is not affected by puke, smell, or noises at all. He's like one of those people.
Yeah, he's
One in a million, right?
He's so chill, man. He's like, hey, Eddie, what's with that dead guy in the kitchen?
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw this shit, I'd be flipping out, man. But no, he's just totally normal. All good.
Dead guy, puke smell, puke sound. No problem. Cool.
Yeah, typical American
Take
city.
care, Eddie. You take care, Eddie. He's all like,
yeah, you do you, man.
He's all confident. You take care, Eddie.
Okay. Get juked! Where's 103? I think we need to go there. Oh, it's... Okay.
Where's the punchline? Sicilian mammalian. I once dated Jehovah's Witness for 5 years. Lol. Okay, that's a good premise.
Oh, okay.
Where's the punchline? I'm waiting for the zinger. Where's the zinger?
Yeah, where is the zinger? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go.
Someone said, I wonder if James could work crime scene cleanup. Yeah, that's a very good point. Career
So
options
chill.
available, James. Let's... His career counselor's like, let's see, James, we have crime scene cleanup. What does that sound?
Yeah.
Funeral
Funeral home director?
Yeah.
Taxidermy? Just, hey, dude, if you don't mind, like, you already seen how kind of hard it is to sort of pay attention to a whole bunch of things at once. If somebody says something to you or to me, could you just interrupt and read it out?
Yeah, I'm happy to do
Is
that.
that okay?
Yeah, you play, and then I can read on the chat too. DM Cruz is asking you, Max, question. Well, actually, it says question for Paul. Have you played Homecoming? That game sucks, but has a lot of Easter egg references to horror movies and other things related. You know, Homecoming is one of the Silent Hill games I actually haven't played yet. So.
Yeah, somebody was asking me about Homecoming before we started. I don't like it. To be honest, I'm not particularly fond of any of the Silent Hill games post 3. I mean, Silent Hill 4... Oh, actually, no, that's not true. I did like Silent Hill Origins, like you. Silent Hill 4 had its moments.
Yeah.
But overall, I wasn't too big a fan.
It's a wild ride, Silent Hill 4. It's just a wild ride. So someone's asking you, Max, are you gonna stream Silent Hill again?
Right, and that's yeah, I actually forgot to mention something in regards to that at the beginning of the stream. So I did plug my Twitch at the beginning of the stream, and I want you guys to know that because I'm not going to be doing too much stuff for YouTube, I'm actually going to be streaming a lot of stuff on my Twitch.
Yeah.
And to sort of get you guys to go over to my Twitch and follow me there, we're going to finish the part 1 of this playing through Silent Hill 2 here, but then I'm going to play the rest of the game on my Twitch. So if you just go into the link down below, into the description box below, you'll find a link to my Twitch, and just follow me there and you'll get notified for when I go live again. But I'll make sure to give you guys ample notice for when I play Silent Hill 2 again. And Paul, if you're enjoying yourself and you want to come back on, I'd love to have you.
Yeah, that'd be great. This is fun. I'm having a lot of fun, dude.
Okay, good. Oh, yeah, toilet. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all. How funny is that?
I'm surprised. Like,
He doesn't.
I guess this is the sort of thing that you don't want to remember.
If you think about it, nothing rattles James. He reaches into this weird slimy hole, sees a guy puking, dead guy, toilet. It's like he can do anything.
Yeah. I wonder how he'd react if we showed him 2 girls, 1 cup. 1912.
See, there's a pattern here, by the
down.
way, with, you know, when you're dreaming about weird things, but like when you're dreaming them, you don't really think they're weird. And then when you wake up and you go, whoa, that was so weird. What the hell? Well, there you go. That's why James can do all this.
Because he's in a dream?
Sort of. Well, his unconscious is kind of, you know, running the show, isn't it?
True. Okay, so what was it? 19... Wait, am I doing this right? Oh crap, I already messed it up. So it's 19, 12, 13.
Do an esoteric examination of Dino Crisis. Lol. Don't challenge me. I probably would. I'd just find some like goofy off the wall stuff. All right, guys.
The dinosaurs are symbolic of male masculine tyranny.
This has something. The patriarchy. Yeah. This has something to teach us. Very profound. Dino Crisis.
There we go. Got the sucker. Ooh, all them bullets. Ooh.
Someone's asking us both, Max. Do you lucid dream? I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, sometimes. And you know what? I actually have what do I do? I actually have a method that actually helps improve your ability to lucid dream. So here, Paul, this might be something you want to know if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, ow.
Do you not know? Have you never heard of social distancing? We're in a pandemic. You're not the only important person in the world, motherfucker, you. Sorry, what was the... Oh, lucid dreaming. So, if you guys want to actually learn how to lucid dream more effectively and more often, what you need to do is you need to keep a journal. Every time you wake up in the morning, the first 5 minutes that you're awake is the time that you actually somewhat remember what you were dreaming of. And there was a map that I completely forgot to pick up. If I crossed over it, guys, please let me know where it was so I can go back and get it. But yeah, keep a journal. The first 5 minutes that you wake up, you remember the stuff that you were actually dreaming the night before. So you got to write that stuff down. And if you keep a habit of doing that, then... oh, there it is. If you keep a habit of writing down your dreams for like a week, your ability to lucid dream becomes a lot better. But your ability to lucid dream only keeps up for as long as you're able to do that. So... just letting you know. And thank you,
do what I
Calvi.
do and just pray to Satan every night.
Sure. Sacrifice a lamb on the altar of Baal. That usually works.
I've kept a dream journal for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
Actually
Any-
spent an entire year doing dream analysis with a therapist.
Anything you want to share? Or I guess that's kind of personal.
An entire year. No, I mean, it's just really... a therapist that was open to doing dream interpretation and dream work and that kind of stuff. So I was just happy to have that experience.
Nice.
No, it wasn't like
he's in the room.
You know, everything has meaning, right, in our lives. So dreams are just part of that, and so yeah, it's a great idea, guys. What Max is saying is amazing advice. So you wake up, write it down immediately as soon as you wake up. Because you're not going to remember 10 minutes, 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, before I forget again, there was the Jehovah's Witness story that I have to recount. Oh, well, actually, damn it. I don't want to get eaten by this roach. Yep, see? Just happened. Ugh, would you not,
let the
please?
roach eat you.
I'm not trying to. So, hold on. Damn it. Please don't touch me. I don't consent. Ugh. Now, which door do I still have to... Okay, so we'll just do a wraparound. Came in... Did we go in here yet? No, I don't think we did. Okay, so very quickly. Jehovah's Witness story. When I was in grade 12... no, grade 11, I took grade 12 law. And there was this one time that we were in class and we had to do group work. And we were discussing the rights of religious minorities and their relation to the law, right? Well, you know, naturally, because there's a whole bunch of teenagers around a table and we're talking about different religious organizations, there's the inevitability that people are going to start making jokes. Well, a bunch of the people that I was working with they decided to start making jokes about the Jehovah's Witnesses. And because I was particularly bored that day, I figured I would just mess with them a little bit. So when they started making fun of the Jehovah's Witnesses, I was just like, guys, you know what? I'd really, really appreciate it if you didn't make fun of the Jehovah's Witnesses. And they're like, oh my God, are you a part of the Jehovah's Witnesses? And they get like super scared because they're worried that they offended me. And I was like, no, actually, I'm sort of a part of a subsidiary group in regards to the Jehovah's Witnesses. And they're like, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, have you ever heard of the Jehovah's Witness Protection Program?
Nice one.
But here's the funny thing. Because of the way that I talk, and because I'm autistic and I like legit autistic, and my tone of voice tends to be quite unwavering, and I come off as quite serious, they actually believe me. So when I said the Jehovah's Witness Protection Program, you are like, but that's so obviously a joke. But to them, it wasn't.
Oh, wow.
And so they're like, no, what is the Jehovah's Witness Protection Program? And it's like, well, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses go door to door, and, you know, sometimes they come up to people that aren't particularly friendly, and some of them are quite violent. And people have died going door to door being Jehovah's Witnesses. So, you know, as part of the Witness Protection Program for the Jehovah's Witnesses, our policy is for every bullet we take, the foundation gets $100 or something like that. And then at the end of the class, like, I actually asked them, wait, did you guys actually believe me? And they're like, yeah.
You should have just went with it. Just go with it, man. Let that be the new narrative. Sometimes you just gotta let it. You just gotta go with it.
Yeah. Just let them dwell or marinate in their own stupidity. How's that?
Yeah.
A way to greet somebody, Angela?
You just met. Like already at that stage. Wow.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, is what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
Are you afraid? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
Not yet. She's not anywhere.
Did she live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I'm so tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She is dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
I've got to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please don't.
Reminds me of my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Nah, we're not only at the "oh, it's you" stage of the relationship. We're at the threatening each other with a knife stage of the
It
relationship.
took like a week. I was like, wow.
It's just so fast paced.
My judgment is terrible. My parents did a horrible job. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
So very quickly, I'm an idiot. I forgot to put a link to my Twitch channel in the description box below. So just bear with me, guys. I'm just putting that in right now. You'll hear a bit of obnoxious typing. And here, I'll put it in the chat as well, even though I already did. I'm just announcing that I did. So there it is twice. And hopefully it updates. So yeah, just reminding you guys, as I said just a few minutes ago, I do plan on going through all of Silent Hill 2 in the enhanced edition and all the HD glory. But after we're done today's stream, I will be doing the rest of the stream on Twitch. So please follow me there. And it'll also be good for you to follow me there because I'll be streaming other games like Layers of Fear, Metal Gear Solid 3, which we've already done, and even more. So anyways. Should we go for the in water ending, Paul?
We'll just maybe surprise ourselves here. See what happens. You have to ask yourself why there's a full-length mirror in this room.
Maybe this is like a low-budget dance studio.
Kind of a
something.
clue, I think. I've always interpreted it as a clue because there's two things that happen that are significant in this room. One is when Angela tells James, "You're just like me" in this room, and then there's also that reflection. That's kind of two very big signals, right? That are saying, okay, there's a relation here between James and Angela.
James seems to agree as well.
Agrees.
Yeah, no, that is actually a very good observation. But I don't know why. When you said that, I was sort of interpreting. Why is there a big mirror in the room as being relevant to the room itself? But that's what happens when you're paying attention to so many different things at once. So which room had the frickin' coin puzzle in it again? And guys, you can tell me what the solution is to the coin puzzle right now. That's totally cool. Please do that.
It always starts. So the old man's always on the right, and it depends on what level of the game did you start. Did you start on normal?
No, I probably started on easy.
Okay. From left to right, the old man. Let's see. I have it actually. Well, I kind of want to let you figure it out, but I'll give you one clue. The old man is always to the right of the other coins. A little bit of trial and error.
So let's just put that there. Do you remember like where we read the?
And the woman is never next to the old man.
Woman is. You mean the prisoner?
Yeah. Well, that's the Angela. I see that as the Angela coin.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Never next to.
Yeah.
Okay, put that there. Because I seem to remember it's like here, and here, but I just can't remember which.
Maybe a little trial and error.
Those were.
I'm the worst at remembering things like this.
You're good at remembering stuff like this?
I'm the worst at remembering like technical operational things like that. I'm the worst at it ever. So I just remember the coin, the man coin's always to the right of. I don't know if it's at the extreme right.
No, I'm pretty sure it's at the extreme right. I'm just taking your advice. I'm giving it a chance just to see if I actually get it. Before I look at the chat. Just reversing the two. No, nothing. Damn it.
Move the snake.
So you said you said the old man's on the right, right?
But he's to the right in respect to the other coin, so it doesn't mean he's all the way to the necessarily on the right all the way, but he's to the right of the other coins. So try
Just gonna try this. So I think I did
someone
the exact
posting
same thing.
old man blank snake blank prisoner if you're playing on easy.
Oh, on easy. Well, we're playing on normal. Damn it.
Here.
Switch prisoner and old man. Okay. These controls are still messing me up, man. Okay, so this people are saying the snake goes in the middle.
I remember the snake being in the middle also.
And the old man is on the far right. So what's the deal with this?
Could you try both the one on the left and the right? Prisoner.
Oh, Dashnog is helping us out. Thanks very much, man. Okay, so apparently it's X old man.
Saying old man first. Interesting.
Prisoner. And then snake.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, did I just pick up the snake or the prisoner? Shit, I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Okay. And then prisoner. And we are golden.
That sounded promising.
Whew, okay, good. Got the line house key. Which is where? I'm guessing. Oh, I know where to go. We're about to see our friend again, Paul. The one that doesn't understand boundaries. Oh, you son of a bitch! Really? Oh wait, I can't go there. So where are we going? Juke. Dodge. So I remember we used the linehouse key to wait. Oh yeah, that's right. We got to go upstairs. I remember. It's all good, guys. So is it at the end of this hallway? Yeah, that's where we gotta go. Bye-bye. Alright.
There we go.
And then we use the key.
That's a very interesting scene here, too. Get ready to fight.
Wait, why isn't
fighting?
Why isn't it? Why?
Oh, select use?
Hold on, I just gotta shoot this motherfucker that's causing me so much anxiety. I don't care. Music to my ears, man. Take a sip of this water. All right, guys, like I said before, feel free to backseat us because, well, me, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing.
If you want to backseat me for whatever weird reason, or whatever agenda, go ahead. I don't care.
Oh, no, I remember. This is what we're supposed to do. I'm an idiot. Because backseat you for what?
It's just abstract art.
Wait.
Here. Linhouse key. So the Linhouse key, I thought that's what you used to go down the where the water is and Pyramid Head going down the stairs.
Yeah, where you fight Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting a little bit too far ahead of myself. Now, hold on. Just be quiet for a sec. Do you hear that? So, fun fact about that whispering. That was also one of the few things that actually scared me the first time I played Silent Hill 2. The whispering, it doesn't happen every time you play Silent Hill 2. There are some times where you walk through that room and nothing happens, so it's completely random. Well, believe it or not, somebody actually figured out the answer to that question about a year ago. Apparently, they don't say anything. It's just stock audio taken from a random CD of people whispering that I guess sound editors and sound mixers do for movies and stuff. So yeah, they are saying actually anything.
It sounded to me like it was, you could save a lot on your car insurance by choosing Geico.
Go 50% or more. Yeah,
But maybe I'm just projecting a little bit.
Yeah, there are people that like for years they thought that he was like reading off, you know, a list of things that James planned on doing that day, and like apparently they thought he said, "I'm going to kill my wife, then do my laundry." Pretty funny. So what did we just pick up in that room? An old apartment key, a key to door that leads from the west side of Herman Hall to
One
the stairway.
theory goes that James is he's such a psychopath that he's looking for his dead wife to kill her again. Is that like a big theory out there?
Well, you can never just kill your wife once.
I mean, if you have unbridled hate for your wife, close your eyes.
Yeah, close your eyes, chat.
Hey, you gotta.
Now I gotta focus. Yeah, I gotta focus because one swipe with that big knife of his, it's obviously a phallic symbolism. Then I die.
You used an awful lot of ammo before the scene, Max. I'm a little nervous.
It's okay, dude. I got this, dog. I got it in control. Trust me. Come here. I dare you. Man, in close quarters combat, I'd much rather have a giant knife. Low key. No, my god. I literally thought he was about to get me there. Okay. Please, stranger danger. I don't want your drugs. I don't want you to put your finger in places that fingers shouldn't go. Please. No. Please. Why are your fingers stuck together like that, dog? It's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, you just ran away after all that? You barely even started. Now we're just doing the Genesis follow you, follow me dance formation.
Notice the sirens too.
All right.
Right.
Still so chill.
It took me a while to figure out what the sirens actually meant. And it's
It's
not the other world either.
Oh, it's not.
No, the sirens are. Hang on. So it took me. I got through like half of Silent Hill 2 of my analysis before I figured out that the sirens are actually a harbinger of sacrifice. So they actually, before the sirens sound, then you see a character who's about to be sacrificed, and then also when the sirens sound, a character that's like a dead telltale sign that a character is about to be sacrificed. And it happens to Maria in Silent Hill 2 many times, as you know. She dies, but if you notice, the sirens sound before she dies, before she's sacrificed.
Right. And I suppose we should have said beforehand that I'd be surprised if there are people watching this video that don't already know the story of this game, but we're going to be talking openly about what happens in this game.
We're almost 20 years in, so
yeah. If you haven't played it already, you weren't really that enthusiastic about playing it. So yeah, Maria dies, Angela dies, everybody's dead.
I figure if you're new to the series, you haven't been born yet, so it's safe. It's a great scene here.
And if you were born after this game came out, you're probably too young to play it anyways.
You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
It's okay, James. We got a gun now. If we see her again, show her who's boss. So, I got a question to ask you. One thing that Laura said there that I never really understood is, he asked her, I think, what's a little girl like you doing around here anyway? And she says, are you blind or
Yeah.
something? What do you make of that?
Well, she is, when he asks her, what are you doing here? Basically, it's his unconscious feeding back on him saying, dude, you need to wake up. You need to wake the fuck up. And so she's telling him that. And Angela tells him the same thing. Remember when he says, I'm kind of lost? And she says, lost? Why would you be lost? It's the same dialogue happening. It's the same kind of thing, happening. So that's what that is to me. That's how I interpret it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I suppose the first time that I heard it, it was sort of like her saying, like, sort of a hint that she's not really a little girl, but she's like some sort of like an avatar for like one of Silent Hill's deities. But actually, what you said actually probably makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. In my mind, on my analysis on my channel, I talk about her as obviously an aspect of James Sunderland's unconscious.
That's another thing. Oh, that I actually wanted to ask you about. One thing that sort of was a potential revelation to me while I was watching your Silent Hill 2 videos is that you said the characters in this game are all aspects of his unconscious.
Yeah.
It's a really, really neat idea. And I kind of like it to be true, but I'm not entirely sure because it's just the characters of like Angela and Maria. Well, we know Maria is a part of his unconscious, but Angela and Eddie seem so individuated.
Yeah.
You know, they have their own stories.
So we, one thing that I have to remind myself is that with Silent Hill 2 especially, there is no wrong or right way to interpret it. So there isn't like there's never going. So no one's ever going to crack the code as it were, crack the code and then be able to definitively, objectively state this is exactly what's what here, and there's no, because then that would be a religion and that would be silly, and none of us are into that, right? Into dictating how the other person may interpret something, right? So I try to be careful about when I say this is how I see it. This is they're all aspects of James' unconscious. That is really the way I interpret the entire game, and I think there's very good reasons for it. Are there other reasons that would lend to another theory? Yeah, for sure, and that's why I've said before that I've only scratched the surface with Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2. I feel like other folks will come along and a lot of people have pointed out some very interesting other theories, and so it's about possibilities, right? Because that's what great art is really about. It's about how do you interpret it and what are the possibilities. So that's why Silent Hill 2 is so amazing, right? Because it just keeps on giving.
Yeah, like even for people like us, like I like to think that we're both sort of like Silent Hill experts. Even for people like us, there's still certain things that we can't say for sure about the game or the game's story. And even though, like, I think your interpretation that all the characters are part of his unconscious definitely works thematically. We're not entirely sure if it's literally true.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, we have to remember this is a story. This is a fictional narrative, and so the fun with that is that we can create these theories. And I tend to think my theory's pretty compelling and it's interesting, but I don't see it as something that's definitive, right? It's not like, well, your theory is wrong, this one's right. If I get caught up in that, then I lose the whole experience of what Silent Hill 2 is.
Right. You just sort of have to let it do what it does.
Yeah. And having said that, there are many cues that I see. I mean, if you watch my series, then you can see how I flesh out why this theory of James' unconscious and all these characters are just a figment of his unconscious. You can see why it fits. You can also find, you can do your own analysis and find reasons why there's another compelling theory out there about this or that. So, yeah, I think I make a pretty good case in my series. But again, I never present it as like, this is the official, you know what I mean? And no other interpretation is valid because that would kind of negate art, right? That would kind of take all of that away. And so, none of us can do that, right? None of us have the authority to do that.
But let's be clear, my interpretation about the red squares being the alchemical squaring of the circle, totally true. All right, let's go talk to this chick.
No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like
Maria.
a ghost, do I?
That's actually a big clue.
See?
I'll talk
Feel
about.
how warm I am?
You're really not Mary.
I told you. I'm Maria.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
Strip club.
His pants.
Yeah.
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake? I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So, the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's not that way. It's this way.
You're coming with me?
You were gonna just leave me?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone. I look like Mary, don't I? You loved her, right? Huh, or maybe you hated her.
Don't be ridiculous.
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Girl like that flirting with you. Can I come along? Yeah, fine.
That dialogue fits perfectly with someone who is grappling with something unconsciously and having it. You know, they're thinking, "I love her, but maybe I hate her," and there's all of these things going on with James. So,
Yep. You know, we were just talking about how there's not really, and neither should there be any canonical interpretation of Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
But I will say that if there was something sort of approaching that, it's that Maria is his anima.
yeah, for sure, I'm 100% in agreement with that. And so someone commented in the chat, see how offended James is. A couple people are saying James is offended that she mentioned that, and of course we know that that's psychologically that's a tell, right? That's kind of something that you're not prepared to confront and embrace and accept. So yeah, James is running away from that thought, from that feeling.
Yeah, you can tell that you hit a nerve depending on how violent your protest is when somebody suggests, like, ask a question like that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Would you?
And see, everyone who says James is just a psycho, well, he does have some emotions in there somewhere.
Yeah. He's only a psycho if he doesn't properly confront them, I
Someone's
guess.
asking, was born,
But she
was
will.
born from a wish timeline before this meeting, and yeah, I believe it was. It's actually a prequel.
Yeah.
I actually completed a 5-part series on Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2, Born from a Wish. That's going to show up on YouTube around, I think, January. It's actually on my member site right now. Not to like get super pluggy or anything, but I did a 5-part series.
No, do it, dude.
And I actually played with a different theory with Born from a Wish than just the unconscious anima. I actually played with that theory, the anima theory, but I played with a different theory, and I had a lot of fun with it. And so I kind of maybe brought a little bit of extra narrative into Silent Hill, Born from a Wish. So that's going to show up on YouTube in January, and it's also on my site right now. So.
I got to become a member on your site so I can watch that. I'd be really curious to see what you do with Born from a Wish.
We'll talk after the stream. I'll take care of you on that.
Thank you, sir. All right, there's one other thing around here that I think we want to get before we go to the Bolorama. Here, that's what it is. I knew there was bullets and health. And what was the thing I was about to say in regards to... Oh yeah, some people, might not have ever watched my Anna Maria video that I did about who Maria is. And I just said she's James's anima. They might not know what that is. Do you want me to explain it? Or do you want to explain it, Paul?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, go ahead and explain it if you want.
Okay. So, obviously... anybody who's watched my game series or my videos for...
There's about to be some dialogue here, though.
I didn't come here to play,
Hurry back.
That's a great scene with Laura and Eddie. I really went into detail on this scene because I was like, there's something really interesting happening here. It's about self-loathing, a lot of it is. It's very interesting.
So what'd you do? Robbery? Murder?
Nah, nothing like that.
Huh! You're just
public masturbation.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops were after you.
No, I just ran because I was scared. I don't know what the cops are doing.
But if you did something bad, why don't you just say you were sorry? Well, I guess I run away a lot too.
It's no good. They wouldn't listen. Nobody will ever forgive me. Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, to prepare for the stream, I actually listened to your whole series yesterday, and you actually do have a lot of cool things to say about this scene, but just had to get past this one part real quick.
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember, but...
Are you alone here, Eddie?
No.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura. Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you.
I see you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. Yeah, I'll do the anima thing in a second, but you want to sort of talk about that scene?
Well, yeah, there's a lot to unpack on that scene. Eddie.
Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah, she was too fast for me. Aren't you gonna go after her?
We'll just talk about the underlying meaning of that pizza eating scene.
In my analysis, Eddie's the self-loathing aspect of James, and Laura's the one. She's the trickster in the story, right? The trickster is the one who comes in and challenges the protagonist and says, "Hey, I'm going to challenge you," and that's how the protagonist grows in most stories. And so Laura's positioned where she's actually she's just rattling and she's just ragging on Eddie, which is actually the lower aspect James, or the self-loathing aspect of James. It's James's. There's kind of an analog. It's hard to explain, but Pyramid Head is kind of analogous to Eddie in a very interesting way, where they're like complete. They're complete polar opposites, right? You have the alpha male, like super extreme alpha male, and then you have all the way at the other end of the spectrum, you have this self-loathing guy who lets little girls push him around, right? I mean, we're being shown this other extreme, and here you have James right in the middle, right? And so it's a very interesting scene, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, you kind of got that coincidence of opposites with all the other characters too, because you got like Maria, who's obviously, you know, intentionally sexualized, and then you got a character like Angela, who's very conservatively dressed, and same with you know, Mary.
Yep, exactly. There's a lot of balance in proportion happening.
So we managed to fit the occult in there somewhere, the opposite thing.
You can always find, you in good storytelling anyway, you can find a good balance
She went through there.
Unity.
Damn, that girl's thin.
You have to lose a few lbs, James.
Way?
Yeah, there is. Right through there.
Maria cannot wait, huh? She's like, yeah, there is. She's very excited. Bring James through.
It's no good.
Welcome to my
It's
world.
Locked.
Fucking perv. No, ladies first. I don't know what the hell's in there. You go. Alright, fine, I'll go. And we got this killer music track by Akira Yamaoka called Heaven's Night. Because that's where we are. Please welcome to the stage, Jim. I don't know, what would James Sunderland's stripper name be?
Jimmy Sunderpants.
There you go. All right, man. This one chick looks.
Well, Jimmy would be like.
All right.
Jimmy would be like the DJ, and he'd be like, "All right, coming to the stage next, we got Maria." You know, he's like that annoying DJ in the topless bar. Not that I spent a lot of time in topless bars.
Can you please not talk, Mr. DJ man? And please don't look in my general direction when she comes out. Jesus.
That's kind of a weird job. A weird job would be topless bar DJ.
Weird job.
It'd be kind of weird. Well, yeah. After a while, it gets weird. If you hang around in topless bars for too long, you start to think about, you know, what are we all doing here together? It gets weird.
After, you know, once you get into your 20s, it's kind of like, really, this might have sounded awesome when I was in high school.
True story. One time I met a nice Jewish girl at a strip club, and I was like,
over there.
I looked her right in the eye. I go, honey, does your dad know you're doing this? Because he would die of a heart attack. Like the second he heard you were doing something like this. Boy, so much guilt. She was like, you know, you're right. She started crying. I was like,
wait, for real?
I was like 18 years old. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, it's just a kind of thing that you don't normally. I mean, a Jewish girl topless dancing. You know, it's like, I don't know. You don't normally see it, and it's stuck out like a sore thumb. So I'm like, honey, you need to go home to your father. Explain.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was just a bit confused there. I wasn't sure if you were saying she was the one dancing or if she was the DJ.
She was. That's pretty funny, actually. No, I'm halfway joking. But yeah, it was a topless DJ. It was a woman who was doing topless DJing at a topless bar, and she said, well, technically I'm not on the stage, so it's fine. So that was her way out. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, sounds like the kind of excuse I would use. Just real quick, you know, in the original Silent Hill 2 PS2 version of this game, you see how up top there it says Brookhaven Hospital? Well, actually, in the original release of the game, there was a little mistake here. It didn't say Brookhaven; it said Blookhaven.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't an R. There was an L. But as just a testament to the wonderful modding community for this game, they actually changed it for the enhanced edition. So, kudos. Yep. Yep. Really, it's true.
The interior in Brookhaven looks amazing, by the way, with this enhanced version.
Oh, yeah, it does. I actually I played it a little bit. I played all the way up to when we get to the jail, and yeah, by far my favorite location.
Yeah, it just looks incredible. And look at the floor, and it's just amazing.
It's a couple times while we've been playing this, it's amazing how they made this 20-year-old game look sort of breathtaking in parts. And I'm surprised that they actually managed to make the fog look good. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so someone's asking, and I'm sure a lot of people are asking this question about the enhanced version. I'll put a link in the chat for where to find that if you have the PC version.
Got the purple bowl key. Any symbolism to that?
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism, but I can't give you all my secrets.
Oh.
It's a reference to Jim Belushi. Okay.
Is that before or after he died?
Both.
Right.
No canon. Remember, there's no canon to Jim Belushi's story.
It's like where Red Bull gives you wings. What like Purple Bull gives you gills.
Yeah, perfect.
Sure. Why not? All right. Oh, okay. So, I almost got whacked there. I think I am about to get whacked. Nope, I don't want it. Maria, stay back. Let the man do the work here. And camera, could you please not do this to me right now? James is just squeezing. That's right. And the dress code at this hospital is just awesome. Who's your boss? Harvey Weinstein? Get the pipe. Ugh. Could you please? Are you done? How many more times do I have to give you the work? No?
Max, there's something about the enhanced version worth mentioning. Is yes, the PC version is a port of the PS2 version, but the cutscenes in the enhanced version actually come from their cleaned up versions of the PS2, which has the best cutscenes. So there's actually elements of the PS2 in this enhanced version for the PC.
Yes.
Ow!
What's wrong?
I just pricked myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Aw, little puppy. There was another thing that I was about to say that I completely forgot about. Shoot. Oh, yeah, I was about to make a joke about, how he's carrying the pipe and he was whacking the nurses. What is the symbolism here about James laying pipe?
And that might warrant another series.
Yeah, a whole 18-part series
25
on James laying pipe.
Series.
All right.
Jimmy Sunderpants in laying pipe. With CGI and how everything's come along, we could possibly mod our own adult films for starring James and Maria.
I disavow. You can. Maria, could you please get the hell out of the way? I'm trying to look at what's on the poster there. Maria.
She's like, don't look at her. Look at me. Look at me.
Look, it's not like I don't like.
Look at me.
If there's two of you,
look at me.
There's just more love to go around. No, please. I need to express myself. I need to not have you impose
I'm
your
prettier than her.
matriarchal. Okay,
She's
whatever.
like-
Shut up. I don't want to. Do we want this
She's a hua.
stage of our relationship?
I told you, Tony. She's a hua.
She's a
She's a
hua,
hua.
prostitute. Yeah. And then she just does the table flip like they do in Wives of Jersey or whatever that show's called. Camera, please. Get that baby seal. Get it.
Well, one thing for sure.
PETA.
James is good at whacking it.
Wow. Laszlo Delamas sends in a very generous super chat. That $50 Canadian. Holy crap. Laszlo, thank you so much for that. That's unbelievably kind of you. I hope that you know, the stream continues to provide the kind of entertainment that warrants or merits that kind of
Mac, does this mean you have to
generosity
take off
for
your
you.
top?
There were no rules set beforehand in regards to that. I didn't know. I'm not a whore. I'm not a whore.
I'm not a hua.
Like
Tony, I'm not a hua.
yeah.
Oh. Canadians are nice people.
They're very, very.
Now you have a sugar.
very
Now you
nice
have a
people.
sugar daddy, Max.
Well, wait. What does it? Just because somebody gives me money or pays
Yeah.
stuff for me doesn't mean I owe them anything. Okay. So when I go out to dinner with a man, I get the lobster,
The lobster.
and she's gonna the lobster and steak.
my God.
Okay, you.
Oh my god, there's nurses everywhere running around. Oh my god.
James, is this the stuff that's really going on inside your head? You're sick in the head, you know that? Their faces are covered and their titties are out. It's
James,
just...
I could recommend a good therapist.
In this hospital? No, I don't think so, honey. Oh, she's dead already. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Faces are covered, titties are out, and they're carrying large pipes. Like, Masahiro Ito wasn't hiding at all what was going on in his mind when he made the characters for this game. Alright. Gotta give each and every one of them the pipe, because I don't like wasting bullets. Now, I gotta ask you, Paul, like, you know what my interpretation of the red squares are, and I was just sort of reminded of it because of the red squares on the nurse's face. Like, what did you think of my interpretation? Does it seem accurate to you? Do you have something, like a different idea?
I always thought it was a reference to Hollywood Squares.
That's another good Family Guy joke where they were making fun of Hollywood Squares and they had like this kid that had leukemia on it. And the guy asks him, "Is there anything lower than 0?" And the kid says, yeah, my white blood cell count."
Remind me of the red square theory, if you would.
Okay, so in alchemy, as you know, there is the notion of squaring the circle. And then Carl Jung took that principle and he attributed a psychological bent to it, where a circle represents unconscious and a square represents conscious. So, oh, we gotta kill these bitches again? Really? Okay. Hold on, I'll clarify again after I put a couple in her. By a couple, I mean in her, I mean bullets. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so circle represents unconscious, and square represents conscious. Now, at the beginning of the game, when we first encounter the red square, he encounters it in the well. And he says when he looks at the square, it's like somebody's searching around inside his head, or I can't remember what the exact quote was, but it's like it made his head feel very uncomfortable. And I interpreted that like every time he looks at a square in this game, it means he's coming closer and closer to the thing that he needs to become conscious of. And so he's sort of squaring the circle, as it will. He's in sort of the unconscious state in Silent Hill, and every time he encounters a square, he becomes more and more conscious. So the red squares, in my opinion, represent, James coming to consciousness of what he did to his wife. And, at the very end where you have all the squares lined up in a bigger square. Yeah.
That's actually a brilliant.
Yeah, what do you think
that's a brilliant observation. I would totally agree with that.
Okay.
I think that's a great way to interpret that, actually.
And just one other thing to sort of drive the point home, the red squares are over the nurses' mouths. And, what's the best way to get somebody to become knowledgeable of something? Well, you speak to them.
Yeah. Well, the number 4 and the square has traditionally been a feminine symbol, actually, because the feminine is physicality. It's the 4 elements. It's everything that's tangible, and then of course masculine is metaphysical, right? It's the realm of thought. It's the realm of the intangible. So yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head with that.
Okay, good. Just considering you're the guy that's into that sort of stuff, it's good to.
I just know a little bit, but there's a people that on YouTube that know like just a million light years more than I do about this stuff.
Oh, well, I was asking you, the first time we started talking on Discord, you got to recommend, some of the stuff that you watch and read. Where is this fucking to me?
I get asked that all the time. What books I should recommend? It's kind of tough because I don't know. Sometimes you don't know people's background, and you can recommend a book, but it could be out of context for someone. You got to be careful of that kind of stuff.
Right. You might just end up completely turning the person off of the thing that they want to get into. Sorry, I know it's kind of hard to hear me or Paul right now. Could you please... What? It's like Austin Powers to Robin Swallows and Austin Powers too. Yeah, let's try that. Let's just move it down 2 points.
I'm really happy with how stable this enhanced version is.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, sometime after it came out, I was just Crash City all the time, but now it's like pretty good.
Yeah, I was kind of anxious about actually doing the stream today because the last time I tried streaming something that was 1440p to YouTube, it was the Black Mesa mod for Half-Life, and it stuttering all over the place. So I was like, oh god, so many people are looking forward to us doing this stream. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't mess up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
God, if you guys can find some way to get your hands on this version of the game, I highly recommend it. It looks so damn good. Hold on. I think it's... Yes! Who the man?
That happens.
And it's the things that you remember and the things you don't remember. Alright, so one of these rooms we get to put Maria in and, okay. Escort mission over, thank God.
James. Wait a minute. I'm kind of tired. It's just a hangover.
You should rest.
So comfy.
I'm
Really?
gonna go look for her. For Laura. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Somebody mentioned
There was somebody in...
Noob Zombie in the chat. Do you know who he is? He streams a lot of Silent Hill stuff.
If anyone wants a legitimate lore playthrough of the Silent Hill series, you should check out Nub Zombie. Dude is a Silent Hill encyclopedia. Okay, I'll make sure. No, I haven't heard of him. I'll make sure to. I'm just going to write down his name quickly so I don't forget. Okay.
One time I chatted some theory stuff to him, and he'd totally yell at me. He was like, bunch of crap. He's a little grumpy. Yeah,
really?
He can be a little grumpy sometimes, but he knows his stuff for sure. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny. I tried to share some of my early Silent Hill theory and work, and people just kind of crapped all over it, which is kind of funny. I just think it was maybe the wrong audience too, but you know.
Oh, well, what were you trying to tell them about?
I went on, back in the day, I went on a couple of, there's a Silent Hill subreddit, and then on Facebook too, I think there's a Silent Hill group. But I don't think they're not as sophisticated as your audience, Max. They don't really, I don't think they appreciate it.
They're the sort of people that are like, why are you trying to interpret it? You know, it's better left, just not interpreting it at all. It's like, I hate those people. Like, it's like you said, you don't have to have a canonical version of the story, and you shouldn't preach your view of the story.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can still interpret it.
That's what makes it so much fun too, is that we can all kind of bring our own interpretations to it.
Don't you whack me with your weird looking...
Yeah, I experienced actually a lot of people just looking at my stuff and being like, yeah, this is crap. But they weren't... which is kind of demoralizing, but at the same time, you have to realize it's not for everybody, and some people just are not thinking things deeply, right? So...
Yeah. Those people who leave, like, those... comments that just say, oh, I no, you totally got it wrong, nice try, and it's like, yep, great argument, I'm totally convinced. Thank you so much for that comment.
Well, yeah, criticisms without any supporting evidence are just kind of irrelevant in my mind, so I just ignore them.
Interestingly enough, though, like, when people actually leave criticism and they actually explain why they disagree, those are my favorite comments.
Respect that. Yeah. 100%.
And there have been times where people have left comments and they actually convinced me of, convinced me to change my...
Yeah, I've had some great feedback from my audience telling me, we like this and this, but could you fix that? And it's helped me out tremendously. It's the audience that really drives our evolution. So. Yeah,
there was, I did a video on, Jesus, how did you... I killed you! You motherfucker.
The enhanced version, Max. It's the enhanced version.
Wait, so in the enhanced version, they all come back to life? Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
It's got more pixels on them, so it's harder to kill them. You gotta knock the pixels out of them, Max.
I'll knock the pixels out of them already.
Pixels in these characters, so. More life.
So you gotta make sure they're thoroughly mashed out, like, those hammers that you use on chicken.
Yeah, that'd be a great addition to James's arsenal.
Oh sure, just like
meat tenderizing hammer, only like largely disproportionate, so that like Pyramid Head could carry it around.
Modding community, get on that right now.
We need that. We need to see that right now.
Pretty please. Now, oh yeah, we got to go to the roof. That's where we got to go. And I'm not even gonna bother with you bitches.
The roof is very interesting, right? When James finds that diary.
Oh yes. So let's go and read it real quick.
There's a couple really good theories about the diary I've heard.
Okay, let's read it. May 9th. Rain. Stared out the window all day. Peaceful here. Nothing to do. Still not allowed to go outside. Still raining. May 10th. Talked with the doctor a little. Would they have saved me if I didn't have a family to feed? I know I'm pathetic. Weak. Not everyone can be strong. May 11th. Rain again. The meds made me feel sick today. If I'm only better when I'm drugged, then who am I anyway? May 12th. Rain as usual. I don't want to cause any more trouble for anyone, but I'm a bother either way. Can it really be such a sin to run instead of fight? Some people may say so, but they don't have to live in my shoes. It may be selfish, but it's what I want. It's too hard like this. It's just too hard. May 13th. It's clear outside. The doctors told me I've been released, that I've got to go home. Sort of reminds me of the patients from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Was the fencing put up after the guy jumped off the roof and offed himself?
Ah.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's why the fences are there. And I have a theory that it was James.
Huh.
Let that sink in for a minute. It's a possible theory. It's not like, again, it's not, there's no absolutes in Silent Hill at all, but it's an interesting way to think about it.
That is a really cool way of looking at that. And it never even clicked in my mind as to why the fencing was up there, but that makes total sense.
Yeah. It's like, we had a guy jump off. Now we got to put a fence up because, these people start trends, and this is like the Foxconn building or something. Sorry.
What?
Foxconn? Did you hear about the Foxconn building?
No.
Apple has a building in China. It's not
oh.
Apple, but Foxconn makes like motherboards, and they make all kinds of parts for PCs and stuff. And employees were jumping off the roof. Very sad. So then they actually put nets. So you just jump and I wonder how many people, if anyone, just was like, hey, I'm just gonna see how this net works, and I don't know.
Yeah, if it well, that's kind of like dark humor, It's like if I jump and I die, then I die. If I jump and also, I get caught by the net.
And also, Max, you have to ask yourself, if the diary's on the roof, right, and it's clear that someone jumped off the roof, and then it's so interesting that Pyramid Head ends up pushing James off the roof. Right?
Oh, I love it, dude.
So there's so many interesting connections. And I really think that's intentional from Team Silent. They're having fun with presenting these possibilities and these coincidences to the audience, and letting us we're the ones that get to really play around with these ideas. So
it's great. It's just like there's so many different ways of interpreting the game that you can sort of pick the ones that you like best, and most often no matter which interpretations of which parts of the game you choose, it all works together.
Yeah, and I got to say, there is a hierarchy of interpretations as far as, some just make more sense, and you can objectively look at the facts of the game and go, okay, I can see why this would be believable, but this theory maybe not as believable because I just don't see evidence in the game. So there is kind of a hierarchy, but there isn't one that sits at the top saying this is exactly how it is, right? At least I don't believe that to be the case.
Now, here's my theory about this particular room. I think the guy that was in this room is the guy that invented Captcha.
I think you're right. That's a very sound theory. I'm gonna go with that.
Because the only type of person that would invent Captcha is a guy that's insane enough to end up in Silent Hill.
That's perfect.
So tell me real quick, what numbers am I looking at? That's a 5, right? 1, 2, and then 1?
1, 2, 5. That's what I'm seeing. What is the people in the chat seeing? 4, 1, 2, 5? Oh, that's a 4, actually.
Yeah, I see that. Or 4, yeah. I'm just going to write all the possibilities down so that way we don't have to come back here.
4, 1, 2, 5 is, I guess. What is that script underneath again? James can read that, can he? If you go,
Turn the numbers. Better not forget them.
Okay, so I should mention this part's not in my video, but I actually included it in my ebook. And wow, yeah, I won't give too much away, but it's pretty significant.
Man, you're just shelling it up today, aren't you? It's okay though. Do it. It's fine.
I actually have about my ebook's like 200 or Silent Hill 2, I have a 270-ish page ebook that's got all of the theories in it and stuff. At least my theories.
So, okay, so we got... Let me see if I remember this correctly. We need to use that key on the box. We have the code. Isn't there... Shit, get the fuck... Ow, really? Really? Okay, so the box is at the end of this hallway, right? If I recall correctly.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, this fucking thing.
Right,
Get
yeah.
out of my way. Dashnok says it's the SS logo. Yeah.
It kind of
exactly.
looked like it, but
Okay, so if I remember correctly, this is what it was when I okay, so it's randomized because the last time I played it, it was 7884. Oh no. So let's try 5, 1, 2, 1. No, 4, 5. Or is it over here that we have to do it? Like I said, guys, even though I consider myself an expert in Silent Hill 1 the Silent Hill story, the gameplay not so much.
yeah, same with me. I'm in the same boat.
Damn it. 5, 1, 2, 1. So we tried 4, 1, 2, 5. 4, 1, 2, 1. So let's try 5, 1. Oh,
Ta-da.
there we go. Huzzah. All right, and then we use the key. I know we need to do that. Right. And then we have to do whatever this thing is. No. Damn it. Do you guys remember where we're supposed to go to do the code for that? Isn't it like on the first floor?
Oh, there's a piece of paper right in the drain, and you need to use that hook. Did you get that little fishing hook already?
No, we have the reason why we're going into this room is because once we open up the box, we get the piece of hair that's inside. Yeah. I remember that. It's on the typewriter. Yes. So we have to go. I know exactly what we need to do. Thank you very much, David.
Awesome.
On the first floor. So stairway. So I'm thinking, could you please? I don't want it. I don't want your pipe.
You kindly.
Would you kindly stop being a bitch? So we started at 7:30. We've almost gone for 2.5 hours. It's sort of flown by.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's good.
Yeah. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Blast.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me on and introducing me to your audience and my Silent Hill, my specific Silent Hill analysis.
It's, dude, honestly, just the way that the YouTube algorithm works, it sort of pisses me off that it's no longer about passing around and rewarding videos that are made with quality.
Yeah.
It's about, passing around videos that have a better chance of getting more views.
I get a ton of likes. I get a ton of likes and a ton of amazing comments from people. And it's just kind of funny because I feel like the views don't really match that. But I get a lot of shares too. I see that people share my stuff. I really appreciate that. But I have a different philosophy when it comes to, I think if anything, if I had 100 viewers, but I put out what I feel is the best content I can possibly create, then I'm happy with that. So that's kind of the way I see it. And also, let's be honest, Max, what we do, our type of channels are not for everyone. This isn't like a, you know, hold my beer, fall down type of channel, right? So we actually have meaningful content. But I think the audience for meaningful content is growing a lot. You know, I think
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
definitely growing. And I think a lot of people really appreciate this kind of stuff. And who says video games can't teach you anything, right?
Yeah, yeah. Why can't I hear myself talking? Oh, well, you
I
guys
can
heard
hear
me
you,
say it. Anyways, that was weird. So, yeah, you're right. With the more that the world is moving online, there is that thirst for more knowledge. The people that are actually using the internet for its benefits, and yeah, you definitely get a sense of that with people. I never would have thought that people would want to watch like analysis videos that go on for 4 hours. Yet they do.
I did in the
Crazy.
beginning. I did it on Twitch, and I realized that wasn't really the right place to start. So then I went on YouTube and made a couple videos, and so yeah. I mean, I've been at it for a couple years, like seriously putting content on. But I have a lot of stuff in the future coming up. I'm working on a BioShock series, which is really gonna be like, for anyone who's a fan of BioShock, they're gonna be like, I've never seen anything like this. Uh, I promise you that it won't be like any other BioShock video you've ever seen. So I'm really excited to do that. And like I said, I've got right now I've got my Legend of Zelda series is coming out in October on YouTube. And I have Maria Born from a Wish, series. And then I'm actually announcing tomorrow, I'll just announce it here. I'm announcing a brand new series called Sacred Pixels, the Unity of Masculine and Feminine. And so that's going to be on my site starting tomorrow. That's going to be, actually, it's on my site now, actually. I just haven't announced it. So a lot of my members have actually have already seen the series. The entire series is there. That's going to be on YouTube in February. So I'm kind of, thankfully, I'm a little ahead on material right now. So what I do is I put my stuff on my website first, and so all my members can actually enjoy the entire series at once and watch everything. And then later on, they come out on YouTube after, a certain amount of time. So
Awesome. So it's just the announcement tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm going to announce Sacred Pixels. It's a 6-part series about. It's actually featuring Dark Souls and Castlevania, and then a bunch of other games. Some of my favorites. So it's not about one specific game analysis, but it's going to show something really interesting about masculine and feminine and their relation to each other. And I'm using iconography and symbolism in video games to express that. So I had a lot of fun making it, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. So
it comes out in February, so I know exactly.
On YouTube, it'd be on February. But if you go to my site, if you subscribe or join my members' site, you can actually watch it right now. I have over 20 videos on my site actually right now. So I've been on kind of a creative tear, thankfully. Just been making a lot of content, and yeah.
Good. Just very quickly, guys, I don't know, I know what I need to do is I need to get inside this room, see where the examination room is. I think there's some way that you can get in there, but I can't remember how. But also I need to figure out what the code is to open that last lock on the box, and I am completely stuck in that regard. I don't know exactly what to do. So carbon paper on the second floor. Okay. What's carbon paper? But yeah, please, guys, just backseat us, because as I've said a few times already during the stream, it's really hard to pay attention to what I'm doing and also to talk coherently to Paul.
It's been a challenge, but it's been fun. It's been a fun, chaotic experience. Hey, Jackson, thanks for your comment. I appreciate the sub, and appreciate that.
God, what? Typewriter on second floor. Okay, so where is the typewriter on the second floor? Oh, wait a minute. Did I? Oh, yeah, I put in the code here already. So, second floor. Where is the typewriter? Nurse's station. Women's locker room. Day room, maybe? Don't worry, Max, you're doing better than Aaron. Aaron? Who's Aaron?
Someone.
You don't need examining room key, as you already solved code to enter 3rd floor patient wing. I was just in the reception room. I still need the code for the padlock, and I don't know where to get it. You guys please look that up so we can figure it out and stop sort of flailing about here. People are saying there's a typewriter on the 2nd floor, yet I don't know. Is it in one of these rooms?
Oddly, my keyboard stopped working on my computer. Otherwise, I'd help you.
Oh.
I don't know what.
Yeah, guys, please, in the words of Freddie Mercury, save me. Oh
my God!
Especially from. I can't use the purple bolt key until I open up the last remaining lock, though, right? Where's... Because I do seem to recall there being like a typewriter where you see a code on there. One is 4657, but don't the codes sort of change for each playthrough?
Yeah, he's saying there's two. He put 2 different codes in. Yeah.
I used the lapisi. I used the lapisi key already. So hold on, let's just go back up to the 3rd floor, and just go from there. We'll try some of the codes that you guys are putting in the chat right now. All right, wrong way. This way. So we've been going for almost 3 hours. I think by the time we get to the Historical Society, it'll have been about 3 or 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
Will you be good?
Yeah.
That's good for you?
Cool.
Okay. On easy and normal riddle.
Jackson saying, is there any meaning behind the amount of locked doors in this game? That's a good point.
The meaning is to piss you off. 5, 4, 6, 7. No,
Yeah.
that didn't work.
Well, there's another code too. 4657. You try that one?
4, 6, 5. I might need to exit out and go back in. 4, 6, 5, 7. No. Let's try.
You did 5. You just did 5, 4, 6, 7 too.
Okay, sorry. So what is it again?
Anyone else can put that in the chat. My keyboard is not working. Someone will put it in the. Someone could play it in the chat.
Yeah, because I can't check the chat while I'm doing this. 1, 3.
I'll read it for you.
And just
1328.
Yeah, I just tried that. It's not
7335. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I tried that twice. Okay. So I used the purple bolt key.
What about 9598?
9598. 5, 9. Nope. Ratio. Hold on. I'm just gonna go over to 2nd floor examining room. Carbon paper on typewriter. If you already examined it, it'll be in your memo list. Oh, okay. Damn it, mouse. Stop it. Okay. So memo. No, I don't think we looked at it yet. I think people are just putting in random numbers.
2421.
2, 4, 2, 1. Guys, stop fucking with us. Come on. They're fucking with us. All right. Examining room, right? And we're on the 3rd floor, so we got to go back down to the 2nd one. Don't you... See, he's trying to corner us.
A lot of people keep saying 9598.
I think I tried that. Anyways, well, we know where to go, I think. Let's just check there real quick. Yeah, see, now they're just... What you... Okay, that's it. Get this pipe. Get the stick. You... kind of nurse do you think you are? Who comes to work dressed like that?
I think we may have tried all 4 codes. That was possible.
But I think the
remember
problem
this
is
thing-
people seem to.
I remember this thing being buggy before. I think you have to go up and examine the.
Sorry, I just want to make sure this bitch is dead because
Someone's asking if you have to
know.
find the paper before the code works.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
That would be time travel. I don't know if that's possible.
Examining room 3. Okay. Maybe we just went in there and
Max is
totally
on
missed
normal difficulty. Harmless.
Yep, here it is.
Ta-da.
Yep. Okay. 6795. See? Yeah, it's totally random. Okay. 6795. Write that down because I do not want to forget it in like 30 seconds and have to come all the way back down this bitch.
Got it. 9573. Got it.
Okay, so 1328.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, good.
1337.
6969. Yeah. GG chat. Thanks so much. Stop messing with the autistic kid. He doesn't know when you're being serious or not. Yes, I just pulled the autism card. Deal with it. It's my stream. I can do whatever the hell I want. All right, now let's go get that piece of. You know who Video Game Donkey is? Paul?
No, I don't.
He's a really popular YouTuber, gaming YouTuber. And when he did his video on Silent Hill 2, he clearly had a problem trying to do this puzzle. And he's like, oh man, there's got to be like bullets or something in here. And then he just opens it and he's like, what the fuck? Pieces of hair? Right. I can't do a donkey voice. He's got a very distinctive,
East Coast,
funny voice.
American East Coast accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Doll hairs. There's doll hairs in there.
I know. It looks important. Like 3 blocks. It's so great. Whoever came up with that idea,
Yeah.
Team Silent probably got a good. They probably bought rounds for him that night. I know. We'll put 3 locks in here. We'll just put a piece of hair inside the. That's brilliant.
It's sort of like. It sort of reminds me of that joke that Robin Williams did about how the Scottish invented golf. You ever see that?
No.
Oh, it's fucking great. It's like, so I'm not gonna do the Scottish accent, but it's like, so we're gonna get you to take this little ball, and we're gonna make you put it in a hole that's 500 yards away, and then you're gonna do it 18 times. And just for fun, we're gonna do it. You can only hit the ball 3 times. Yeah, it's obviously a lot more funny when Robin Williams does it. Shower room. Okay. But if you look up Robin Williams golf,
Nice.
on YouTube, yeah, it's funny. And then, hey, Logo Steve, good to see you, dude. Speaking of people that recognize the academic value of video games, Logo Steve's videos are.
Oh, awesome! I'll have to check him out.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
He's the guy that inspired the Metal Gear Solid 2 video I did called "The Most Profound Moment in Gaming History."
Oh, wow.
He was the guy that did the original video of that title. So if you want to watch, the video that inspired me to do my video, make sure you go check out his stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I get a sip of water because my mouth is hella uneducated. It's really dry in this room. So what did we get? Elevator key. Okay. Do we do it here? I think. Yes. Love in an elevator. Yeah, it's okay, guys. Go watch the Robin Williams thing and then come back. You'll be in a much better mood. Seen them both, and that's what got me to be a sub, Max. Thanks so much, Anonymous, and thanks for subscribing to Steve as well. I'm sure he appreciates it. Okay, so now we're in a completely new part of the game. Ooh, pretty.
Actually, this looks so
I
good in
wonder
this room, yeah. Looks like a totally different
And
game.
then
It
it
looks
look-
like it's a Max Payne game or something.
Mm,
Or not even that. Or like
I believe
I want to say there's some other game. I'm thinking.
Max Payne 1 actually came out the same year as this game. Hold on a second. Aren't we supposed to get the shotgun first before we... Because I know Laura is in that room and she's gonna...
Yeah, she's gonna throw you in there.
Yeah, so I don't want to go in there just yet. So just bear with me, guys. I'm looking for the shotgun.
It's part of the game too. It's very very significant in that room when James gets trapped in there.
Where... How do I zoom out? There we go. Nope. Haven Hospital. So if I take the elevator to the second floor, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So maybe... Did I miss the shotgun, guys? I don't want to go in that room yet and then, have to waste all my bullets on the floating things.
I always have shotgun when I'm in there.
Do you just pick... I wonder if you just pick it up. Max Derrat, where James finds the teddy bear and gets pricked, the shotgun is in an open locker. Damn it. Do you guys remember what room that was?
Far off too.
I think that was the second floor.
Yeah, it was the second floor,
so let's just go back up there real quick. You can hear Mary breathing through her mask. Is that what that noise is? The Metal Gear Solid 2 video is really profound. I love it. Hey, Steve, have you ever played the Metal Gear games? Or Steve. Paul? Sorry, man.
Yeah, actually I have. I played Metal Gear Solid 2. I think it was the first one I played.
Nice.
Yeah.
And have you played any other ones?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, I was. I meant to bring up Metal Gear Solid before when we were talking about, preferring Silent Hill 1 or 2. Oh yeah, this is. Oh, examination room key.
My keyboard works now. Thank God.
Oh, good. Where's the open... Oh, is it in the other... Yeah, we can go into the women's locker room. Is it here? Oh, here we go. Thank you, chat. You're a lifesaver. Now let's go pump some of those floating box things full of lead. And I don't appreciate that banging noise. Thank you very much. And we gotta go to the first floor again. Okay, yeah, so when I was asking about Silent Hill 1 and 2 before, and you were about, how Silent Hill 1 is more, what'd you say, technical?
It's technical, analytical, it's masculine.
Right, and Silent Hill 2 is more intuitive.
Yeah.
Well, and Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, in a way, are sort of the same way. Metal Gear Solid 2 is definitely more technical and intellectual, whereas Metal Gear Solid 3's story is a lot more emotional. And oddly enough, just like Silent Hill 2 is arguably the most beloved entry in the franchise, Metal Gear Solid 3, as well, is arguably the most celebrated entry in the franchise.
Yeah, and I think we should flesh it out, because a couple people, I think, are asking, why is Silent Hill 1 technical? It's because it's really textbook, step-by-step placement of esoteric symbolism, like really blatant alchemical, like the green line eating the sun, and all of the symbolism and iconography in the game is very technically sound. And whereas with Silent Hill 2, there is symbolism in the characters. There's symbolism that's not as overt, not as in your face, but it's more kind of an artistic kind of take on it. So that's why Silent Hill 2 is more intuitive. So it's not obvious, right? Because like men are typically, we're explicit, we're obvious in the way we communicate typically, where women communicate in a very nuanced way, right? Of an intuitive way. They're not as overt or analytical or as explicit. So that's why I made that comparison.
And that's, we're just speaking symbolically here, ladies and gentlemen. We're speaking about, traditional symbolism.
Figurative.
So
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, it's figurative language.
Right. In that regard, I completely agree. So, anyways, speaking of,
I'm not saying Silent Hill 2 is a girl. I'm not saying Silent Hill 1's a boy. So.
Right.
This isn't literal.
Speaking of girls, that was the best I could do. See, she laughed at that.
Laura?
Huh? You know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big fat blabbermouth.
How do you know about Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
Yes. I'm going to show you my piece. Gun, sorry.
I was friends with Mary. We met at the hospital. It was last year.
You liar! Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
But last year, Mary was already... I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go. We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid. There are all sorts of strange things around here. I can't believe you haven't even gotten a scratch on you.
Why should I?
Another big clue, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, this
something I
looks
gotta
amazing.
get.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
What is it?
A letter from Mary.
Huh?
I wanna go get it. Is that okay?
Yes, yes.
The voice acting in this game is just music to my ears, man.
Come on, hurry up.
Is it in there?
Yeah, in the back.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
Laura!
She slammed that door hard.
Ha ha, I tricked you.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Huh? Do ya? What's the magic word?
Let me in, you idiot.
Laura?
Okay, I guess it won't open it. I think I'll just leave you like this.
You snotty little brat! Open up!
Why, you...
Laura?
You hurt me!
Yeah, kudos to whoever got that "let me in, you idiot" reference there. And let me point out that at no point does it occur to James that he could just use the shotgun to blow the lock off the door. Yeah, get some. So, you said you had some stuff to say about the scene. Do I sort of want to...
Yeah, he has to. This is part. Well, I'll explain after the siren part because.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear right now. What the... James, for real? Oh! God damn it. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a 2001 game where you can't wriggle out of a stranglehold. Yeah, that's right, get some. Oh, no, 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 no! It's a lot more intense when you have people watching you. Oh, here comes the siren. And then another one comes down, yep. Oh, what the hell are you aiming at? Oh, please tell me I'm not dead. Please, God, no.
Oh, you're close.
Okay. I am close. Holy shit. Okay, I'm just gonna use a couple of these. Yep, we're in the green. We're good. We're so good. We're so gravy, baby. Would you please just reload your frickin' gun, James, for Christ's sake. Oh. We glitched it. We glitched it, Paul. How did you miss that, James? It's right there. Okay, you know what? I think, are we almost out of... Yeah, we only have 6 shots left, so I'm just gonna save those. And, yeah, get some of this. Get some. Yeah. Get squeezed on. Fucker. God, how many more bullets do you need to take? Okay, here we go. It's time, ladies and gentlemen.
James.
Okay, so sorry, just very quick before you comment on that thing. Somebody just said in the chat, Harmless Panda says, wait, you think Max is goth? Dude, I can confirm that I have never worn eye makeup in my life, nor have I ever listened to My Chemical Romance. So, no, I'm not goth. Anyways, continue, Paul.
So James is in the other world now, right? And when you hear the siren, right, we all know it's the other world. But it also marks a sacrifice. James is about to... This is right before James encounters Maria again and watches her die. But there's also, if you notice in the courtyard, it's also raining where James wakes up. Right? It's only raining in 2 places, and those are the places where he's in the presence of Mary. He's in the presence of Mary. And so the rain is definitely a symbol of Mary because it's there each time Mary's around.
I never noticed that. Give me this. Don't. Okay, that's it. You couldn't be cool, huh? Couldn't have just stayed there. You had to make me waste my bullets. Alright. Can't go there. Can't go in here. Oh my god. I bet you're just having the time of your life watching me fail at this.
I'm rooting for you, Max. I'm rooting for you. You can do it.
I need a little bit more enthusiasm than that. Come on, break out the pom-poms.
All right, let me... Max, this is Satan.
Oh.
I'm pulling for you, buddy. You can do it. I know you can do it. All right, peace out. Satan out. See you.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to sacrifice a goat to you later, Baphomet.
You got one
Satan.
deity pulling for you, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, been wanting the other deity to pull for me my entire life, yet I haven't heard from him.
Better than nothing, right? I mean, it's the best I could do anyway, so...
Yeah, and you know, Satan will give you what you want until, you know, you die, and then you spend...
Yeah, I checked his
hell.
Twitter. He's getting a lot of followers lately. Yeah, it's weird. Kind of concerning a little bit.
Satan looks at his Twitter account. Donald J. Trump just followed you, right?
Yeah,
or I don't know.
For Trump. That's
right. And instant, you know, people clicking on the dislike button. Guys, it's a joke. I'm just joking. Relax. Insert Democrat politician here too.
Satan
whatever.
voted for Trump, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Can confirm. I mean, we are like the other world is the analog to hell. We can probably find him around in here somewhere. Basement. Oh yeah, we can go into the basement.
It's funny because the other world is associated with Mary, right? And it's either James is hearing. So every time the other world, James comes into the other world, there's a sacrifice about to happen, and also there's some kind of reference to Mary. We hear Mary's voice when he's entering the other world in this case. But soon after James enters the other world, every time in Silent Hill 2, somebody dies. There's a sacrifice.
Yeah, I suppose, like, because the thing that he is looking for is Mary. Oh, shit. Hold on, I'll finish that thought as soon as I figure out where the hell I'm going. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put a couple pieces of lead in you, baby. Just bear with me. Yeah, because he is looking for Mary. That, you know, she's probably... He gets in the closer proximity to Mary, the further down into his unconscious he goes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's almost like it's most intense. The other world is the most intense level of the unconscious, and when these recollections of Mary or these associations come in, is where the other world is actually introduced.
Okay, we got shotgun shells. Although there is nowhere in Silent Hill 1, which is sort of like right before he gets to the very bottom. But yeah, generally speaking.
If you go through the first Silent Hill game, the majority of the game is 7 steps of alchemy. When you get to the end, you have to do the 7 steps of alchemy in reverse in order to navigate nowhere and to finish the game.
Yeah, that was a brilliant part of it too. It's like watching that series. It's like things that you never would have considered.
And I know,
you're just laying it out.
Yeah,
for me.
and I know with my series, as much as it brought some brand new stuff, there's like so much more. I feel like there's so much more in both Silent Hill 1 and 2 that other people, I think, in the future will also point out some cool stuff. So.
I hope so. I hope
I've since made discoveries, obviously, in after making the video and then writing the ebook and everything. I've since gone back and been like, holy crap, I should put this in. I find other little interesting things. But I know that's just scratching the surface, really.
Well, you know, if you wanted to make, you know, me privy to this information, you know, I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You could totally tell me.
Yeah, after the stream, I'll get you. After the stream, I'll get you a members access, and you can let me know what you think about the ebooks.
Oh, God bless you, sir. Okay. Where are we now? Are we on the second floor? Yeah. So let's go to the third floor now. There was another question I wanted to ask you. Hold on. I had a list of stuff that I wanted to talk. Oh, yeah. Well, no, actually, I did ask you about the, you know, what books you read and stuff, but I figured we'll just talk about that later. That's a great shot there.
Yeah. Don't forget to look at the lady on the door and also the ladies on the wall.
Yeah, just lovely ladies everywhere.
If you could do us all a solid and get a good screenshot of that. There's not many good screenshots around. I haven't had.
Dude, I do not want to get on a watch list, okay? I've worked too hard for this channel. Thank you very much. If you want to do that in your time, be my guest. What?
No, I'm saying get a screenshot of the ladies on the wall.
Oh, I thought you were talking about...
in game. So you know there's a lady on the door right behind me.
I thought you were talking about, you know, the upskirt of the...
No. Oh my god.
Okay. So it just shows where my mind went compared to where your mind went. Tells you a lot about me, huh? Shit. God damn it.
I love your honesty, Max. That's amazing. That's great.
Hey, that's what people are telling me all the time. They love me for my honesty.
No, if you look, so go around the corner there and look at the door. Or look at the wall, sorry. Go past the door on James's left shoulder. Now turn to the wall.
Hey, I never noticed that.
That's in my series too, and I explain the symbolism, the Zodiac symbolism that has to do with the rings in the game, and actually how they correlate to each of these characters. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like it's silver and copper, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a silver, copper, and then of course the red woman in the door is Maria, and it's also symbolic of Mary too. But I forget everything that was involved in that. The ladies on the wall, but there's a lot to it. And it's just so random that they would all sort of be there, right?
Speaking of the lady on the door, she's an angel no one knows, only I can see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread, they fall from the weight of their crimes. Like bloated and ugly corpses, their sons, she devours them, sin and sinner alike, she saves me, she is an angel. They started talking about, like, the Christian Mary?
Yeah, that's one way to interpret it. Now there's a reference here that he's only seeing the lady in the door, right? He's only seeing Maria. So Maria's a projection. So it's right? So that's how I interpret that.
Hear that? That's
nasty breathing there.
Whenever
Yeah.
This is what people do to me when they call me on Discord randomly. Low key.
Yeah, whenever I hear that voice, I pick up the phone. I go, Mom?
Okay. You guys having fun? Listen, like I think I said this before, but I have the memory of a goldfish.
Say it again.
So,
I'll be your hype man, Max. You'll be the rapper. I'll be the hype man. It'll be great. And every so often, I'll just pepper in a woo, or
be like
pyramid head.
Be like solid.
Be
like Solid Snake, where you just repeat everything the person just finished telling you.
Like a themed rap group, and I'll just blurt out little things, and you'll just do raps about everything in Silent Hill. It'll be amazing, dude.
My name's is James, and I'm here to say that I just took my wife's life away.
Pyramid head. What? See? Perfect. What?
You guys do not want to hear me rap. Like I've already done it a couple times on stream, and it's the cringiest shit ever. Like I'm sure. Oh shit! Nope.
I'm telling you, Max, you better get out of it.
Don't let him put that stick up your ass.
I told you never should have came to this neighborhood. I'm so scared.
But I like to investigate. All right. Oh yes. So we got to go to the basement. That I do remember. So what I was just about to say, guys. I think what we're gonna do is we're almost at the end of the hospital section. We're going to go all the way up to the Historical Society. And then once we get into the jail, then we're going to end the stream. Because we've been going for... and well, not forever, because we will come back to this game. And Paul, if you want to do the stream again, just let me know.
Yeah, I'd love to, man. It's fun.
Having fun?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And then, like I said, we will be doing the rest of the game on my Twitch. Right? So, and then...
James, have you ever considered a career in furniture moving?
I don't know. He seems kind of scrawny. He probably put his back out on the first day.
Grandfather clocks and...
Oh, true. Yeah. Just make sure you lift with your legs.
Mary?
Ah!
Oh, Maria.
Max to rap.
I thought you
That's
were...
perfect.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me. I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that...
Well, why did you leave the room, you dumb... Sorry.
I've never been so scared in my whole life. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
Right.
Great delivery.
No, I just...
Then stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take care of me. So, what about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but she ran away.
We've got to find her.
You
Do we
really
like?
seem to
Do we
care
really?
about her. Do you know her?
I've never met her before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone. And for some reason, I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
It's a nice touch that they added that real time, right? They cut away from the cutscene, the FMV, and they put in kind of a real time game element in the dialogue. It's really a nice touch, I think.
Yeah, I really like the FMVs, but for some reason they took them out of Silent Hill 3. I think they said it was just easier to do it without the FMVs. So why did you do them in the first place?
Yeah.
Anyways, what? Oh yeah, Abner Schmidt in the chat says you're supposed to take care of me and pay the bills. Why do you think I killed my wife in the first place? Sorry.
I think
so
Maria's like the Marlon Brando to Dennis Hopper in Apocalypse Now. It's like she's nailing it, and James is like kind of there. He's just kind of a piece of cardboard. He's a cardboard cutout.
Yeah. You can't go into space, man. You can't go into space with fractions. Yeah, it's dialectic physics, man. You either love somebody or you hate them. Shut up, you dumb fuck.
I was watching Marlon Brando stuff today. He's just amazing.
Oh yeah,
this guy's just amazing. Apocalypse Now. So where are you from?
You know,
Ohio. It's great.
How far away are you from the river?
Yeah. From the river. The magnolia fell from heaven. Little piece of heaven on earth, right there in the Ohio River. It's like, what, dude?
What the fuck are you talking about? Yet it's great. It's in the day room that we gotta go. So we gotta go upstairs, I think. Yeah. What were you watching about Marlon Brando?
Well, I was actually doing some research for BioShock, and I ended up looking at a scene from Apocalypse Now because there's something that something in BioShock actually reminded me of something Marlon Brando said in Apocalypse Now, of all things. Yeah. Actually didn't really lead me anywhere where I was like, holy shit, we've got something really amazing here, but it was just interesting.
Well, I love Apocalypse Now, so if you can find a way to link two of my favorite things together.
God, Marlon Brando was something, man.
He was, it's interesting. Like for any other actor, the way that he acted, like just the way his ego penetrated every aspect of like the making of a film and how annoying it was, yet he could get away with it because he was amazing.
He was the same person everywhere. That's what makes, Now, here we go. It's close now.
Hi there, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition of Trick or Treat. Here you either answer correctly and win a great prize, or fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It all depends on you. And our lucky, or should I say unlucky challenger today is James Sunderland! Are you ready to play Trick or Treat? Okay, here's your first question. Merry-go-round, haunted house, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and teacups. Silent Hill is home to a thrilling amusement park that both children and adults love. The question is, what is the name of this amusement park? 1.
Lakeside.
Fantasyland.
Right?
2. Silent Hill Amusement Park. 3. Lakeside Amusement Park.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly on to question number 2. Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally, bitter tears. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. Now the question. What was the name of the murderer who committed this vile act? 1.
Hillary Clinton.
Sullivan. 2. Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Gaines. Now for our third and final question. South of the lake is a deserted old neighborhood called South Vale. From there to Palevale, the central resort area northwest of the lake, there's only one road you can take. Just one road, no more. The third and final question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 2. Rindell Street. 3. Nathan Avenue. Well, that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out? When you know the answers, head to the storeroom on the 3rd floor to collect your prizes. But be careful if you're wrong. Well then, everybody, thanks for tuning in. See you again sometime. Bye-bye.
What was that?
Yeah, right. So, Nathan Avenue was the third one, right? Because I know that's the right answer, but I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Shit. So, wait, are we on the 3rd floor? The C means third, right? We need to go. Oh, no, wait, no, we're on the 1st floor. My bad. We got to go to the storeroom to get our shit. And I need that stuff because I've been pumping a lot of nurses full of lead. Excuse me. So yeah, just while we're coming towards the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen, while we still, while I'm still here and while Paul's still here, if you have any other questions, make sure to put them in the chat right now, so that way we can address them before
now,
we wait another
ask
while.
now or forever inside. Never to be here.
Shit,
dude, you did that.
I was looking at the chat and I completely forgot about these bitches. Use, equip, reload, and get the dick. How do you like that? You get it too. Oh, did I tell you to get back up? Hold on, no, get up so I can kill you again, as Sergeant Johnson says in Halo. How do you like that, punk bitch?
Yeah. Tell him, Tony.
Okay.
Tell him.
Tell him, Tony. Whack him, Tony.
Hey, boss, you're ready to be
Where?
happy. Remember that one from True Romance?
Oh, I never see True Romance. Is that the one that?
Have
Yeah.
you not seen True Romance? Wow.
I've seen like every Tarantino movie except for True Romance.
Yeah, he didn't direct that one, but he helped write that one. Oh, it's an amazing movie.
That and Natural Born Killers. Oh, thank God. Okay, we got it. Ooh, we got the hookup. Okay.
Very, very, how continental.
I know, right?
I'm beautiful.
And why didn't my light go off? And why are you alive? Shut up, Meg. Oh. No, I forgot. I have to actually kill him because bitch ass Maria's with me. Oh, and she's standing right in front of it. Yeah. Perfect place to stand, Maria. GG. Are you dead? No? No? Oh, please just die. I'm so sick of dealing with your shit. You dead? Alright, get your screenshot. Paul.
Oh, of...
I'm just kidding. Alright. I'm just,
that's my thing. I'm into that.
Yeah, totally.
Just get screenshots of dead monsters on the ground.
Yeah, with, bubble heads. So we went to the 3rd floor. Now we got to go to the 1st floor because that's where the other ring is. So you were talking before about how this has stuff to do with the Zodiac. and you said it was in your book. Do you want to talk about that, or would you rather people just save that?
The lady in the door and the ladies on the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a theory about what they're doing there in the first place, because you got to think, what's a lady doing on the wall, on the door, and what are these two other women, which most people don't know? There's actually 3, I think, on the wall. What are they doing there? What's going on? That door is actually the if you can't get through that door, you don't get out of the hospital, right? But that door is a sacrifice. It's a sacrificial portal, because you're going through this door. There's a woman on this door in red. This is obviously Maria, and we're about to, because we know what happens to Maria, of course, and
right.
This is the beginning of this sacrifice of Maria, but this isn't a sacrifice in the traditional sense.
Can't open it.
Psychological.
Yeah, Maria, give me a hand
Oh.
here.
Come on.
Sorry,
You're
man.
supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
All about feminism until it comes time to open the door.
What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, James. You take it.
Thanks.
He sounds so impressed. Thank
Gives
you.
him the lead ring. Now, lead is in alchemy. It's the prima materia. It's what you start with, right? It's the very first step. And the feminine's giving it to the masculine because James is processing his base desires through, Pyramid Head and all of this bestial. Because Pyramid Head is an aspect of James, and he has this bestial side of himself. Lead is symbolizing that, so she has to give it to James, because that's the starting point. It starts with James and his base desires, and that's kind of the tie-in with the ring. And then if you look at it alchemically, lead is very significant for other reasons.
Yes, spinning lead into gold.
I go into detail and explain the door. I explain the other ladies on the wall, and the composition of the rings and the materials, and why it's all important.
Okay, yeah, and we'll save that for those who want to actually read this stuff,
Yeah.
which I do fully intend to read.
Yeah, it's on
myself.
my website, reinstallpaul.com. If you're a Silent Hill nerd and you're like, I must know.
Yes,
Then,
like I am. And link to that in the description box below, guys. Please go support Paul. His work's great. I took the director's key, the one to the museum. I hid it behind the praying woman when I went out for the day trip. I picked it up, but I did not steal it. I'm not... Who the hell... That's... Laura's got to be messing with us. Alright. So yeah, we're almost at the part... Okay, so when I originally played Silent Hill 2, this part that's about to happen scared the piss out of me, like the most out of any moment. So here we go.
Yes. So remember, we just went through the lady in the red door, and right after the siren, James meets Maria. They go through the red door, and here we are with this sacrifice.
Yep. And this motherfucker with this skewer. Here we go. Go. Run. Run like your life depends on it.
And what happens is, of course, James leaves, right?
Come on, man. You can move a grandfather clock, but you can't pry open a pair of elevator doors.
So you have to ask, why does Maria die and then come back several times, right? That's because it's his unconscious, trying to show him, trying to teach him something really important. And he doesn't get it the first couple tries, right? It takes a couple of times for Maria to die before he has that aha moment.
Sort of like the unconscious is smacking him backside of the head a few times until he actually gets it.
Yeah, the unconscious doesn't communicate to us in a conscious way, right? That's why dreams are always so strange and everything, because it's the way the unconscious is processing and communicating is completely unlike what the conscious mind can interpret.
It acts on its own terms, and it doesn't act in a way that you'd expect it to.
Well, it's also intuitive, right? It's the most intuitive, and so an intuitive way of communicating is not, it's not a surface level lingual type of communication, right? It's just it's. Think about this: we had two parts of our brain before we had our neocortex. We've been communicating with each other emotionally as humans and creatures before we could speak to each other for a long time. So that's actually going to be more. That's going to be in a real sense, our intuitive unconscious state is going to be more evolved than the conscious state, and so therefore it's going to drive more of our behavior and be more powerful. It's like the base of the pyramid. It's like what everything rests upon, right? Our whole conscious experience rests upon that, and we tend to think that our conscious experience is who we are, but it's really not, right? It's just a small sliver of it.
It's where the instincts are located. It's where the archetypes are located, and yet when you're
And I'm sorry, I missed the part. I should bring this up. Can you read the map again? So that statement right there actually comes from Nietzsche. So that's paraphrasing. That's actually paraphrasing Nietzsche. He who's not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into himself. That's actually, if you go look up some quotes by Nietzsche, there's one that's pretty much exactly like that. That's just a little bit of paraphrasing, but mostly the same.
Yeah, it's from Beyond Good and Evil. I know that's the book that it's from. I just can't remember what
it's. And this is obviously a message for James. This is James isn't getting it. He sees Maria die. He doesn't get it, and so the unconscious is like, well, let me try to put this into words. It's trying everything it can to get. James his unconscious is trying to get through to his conscious mind, and he's not getting it. So Maria has to die a few times.
And he won't do it because, as Carl Jung said, human beings will do anything, no matter how repulsive, in order to not face the reality of their own souls.
Yeah. And we know James isn't ready at this point until towards the end of the game.
It's been nearly 4 hours that we've been playing this game, and we've only gone through what, 40% of it?
Yeah.
Still a long way to go.
It felt like about an hour and a half. I've done streams that are, 9-10 hours plus.
Dude.
That was
really?
Oh yeah.
Well, I know people have done that in the past, but it's like going for that long. I'd imagine you do it for charity or something.
That's how a lot of live streams are. That I don't know, if you have fun and you're enjoying the game.
Well, streaming, I have done streaming games a bit in the past, once or twice, but I've never really been into stream culture. So this whole, me promoting my Twitch, it's sort of a new thing for me. So a lot more about it than I do.
3 hours though is pretty good. Right around a 3-hour mark is pretty good.
This is certainly the longest that I've gone, and really it's very much thanks to, having you here to work off of. Because if I were to do something like this on my own for this long, impossible.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to have kind of that, to kind of share the burden of that a little bit. It's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on a second. We just came out of here. Why is there a circle?
Then you don't have to think of all the jokes. I can offer some jokes too.
Yeah. Right, please,
exactly.
Yes. Feel free to do that. Yeah. Okay, so I do remember we have to go down here.
Jackson, of course.
So that
of course, a great audience. And you contributed greatly. I'm going to give you a participation ribbon at the end of this. Thank you, Jackson.
Thanks for showing up. Yeah. Why is it night here? Are you asking why is it night in the game, Jackson?
With itchy butt, wake up with stinky finger. That is the biggest dick is in the chat. That's his contribution. Thank you, biggest. God bless.
Yes, we're here talking about, you know, the ancient wisdom of, you know, projecting psychological truths onto physical reality, and here you are talking about, you know, what you like to do when you're, well, I guess that is sort of like an unconscious truth. You know, you go to sleep and you wake up with a stinky finger. But,
we're getting a podcast offer, Mac. Ernest Hardall says, Max Derrat and Paul, you should do a podcast with Uber Boyo.
Oh, well, I thought you were making a joke there about us doing a podcast about, anyways. And Paul, you should do a podcast with Uber. Oh, dude, totally. Do you know who Uber Boyo is, Paul?
No idea.
Oh, he's great. He's very much like educated on the works of Jung and alchemy and Nietzsche. And oddly enough, Ennis, I don't know if you know this, but I actually did do a stream with Uber Boyo 1 or 2 months ago, and it was brilliant. Like, just talking to him, the guy's so knowledgeable. He blew my mind a couple times. And I think I blew his. But yeah, like, I'd love to get you and Uber Boyo in the same digital room together, just see what sort of shit you guys could come up with. All right. And fun fact here, this one part of the game right here, these monsters you see under here, this is the only time in this game that they show up. They are the, well, they're called the Mandarins in this game, but they're also, they also show up in Silent Hill 3 as the Closer.
And another fun fact is those monsters are actually on their way to another game, so they're just kind of passing through.
Yeah. Yeah, see it a couple. Well, yeah.
That's why they only make a quick appearance. They're like, yeah, we're actually going to Silent Hill 3, but we're just saying, hey, what's up?
Just yeah, we're just on our way to the other studio lot. Open,
True
please.
fact.
There we go. Okay, so oh yeah. Oh. Almost missed my pretties here. I'll process. Let's we gotta go get the wrench so we can use the thing that's under the dirt in the Rosewater Park. But before we do that, I want to go to Neely's bar as it asked us to just a second ago. Is it? Nope. Here. Claudia's an Easter egg around here at night, just a flash eating a mandarin. Right. Oh, and I know it's a little bit late to say this, but speaking of Metal Gear Solid 3, the woman who did the voice of the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3 is the same woman who did the voice of Claudia in Silent Hill 3.
Oh,
We almost passed over this.
Yeah,
Paul.
so this is I actually cover this in Born from a Wish because I offer a very interesting theory, and I think this theory's actually been out for a while. It's not my theory, but I actually expand on it a little bit. You guys know about who's the guy in the ghost in Born from a Wish?
The guy in the closet.
The name escapes me now. I know someone in the chat will know.
Yeah.
What's his name? His Baldwin.
They'll let us know. Oh, Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Ernest Baldwin. And there's a theory that Ernest Baldwin wrote all of this stuff. And there's reasons for that in Born from a Wish, which is actually really interesting. So
I look forward to...
Yeah, for sure. And that's just one theory. There's another theory about this. This is, you heard the alcohol theory about this being a bar and drinking's bad and all that stuff, whatever. But the other theory is that this hole in the wall, or there was a hole here, it's gone now, is
Silent Hill 4.
It's more, there's some of that, but also, you know what? Honestly, it's late. I don't even remember. Just look at the videos on YouTube. I don't remember, dude. I had some kind of theory though. And it all ties into the subconscious or unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have been going for almost 4 hours, guys, so just give us a break. And then here's Silent Hill telling James to go kill himself, real classy. But yeah, so let's just get to the Historical Society so we can end this shit. Yeah, so we got to go to...
Yeah, Anonymous is right. There's a reference about alcoholism and there being, filling that hole, that bottomless pit of despair and drinking alcoholism. So there's that reference.
Also a reference to The Shining.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that so many people that lived in Silent Hill all worked in public service. All of them are nurses.
Yeah. We need nurses right now. It's very prophetic.
Mm-hmm. No wonder, like, can you see how dilapidated these buildings are? The molds? Gotta need nurses to take care of... Oh, shit.
So there's also a theory that... I offer a theory that this is Ernest Baldwin writing to James in this letter, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Part of that abyss is...
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but essentially because Baldwin makes a reference in here to... he makes some religious references, and he also makes them in Born from a Wish.
I wasn't looking for the truth, I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now no one dares to approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. Thanks, dog. I'm sure you're so much better than I. Okay, so we got the wrench. Now, yeah, we gotta go back through there, because all the other roads are blocked. I remember that, guys. It's only when we get to the frickin' jail that I do not remember jack
These
shit.
environments outside too just look, I mean, they look great. Even by 2020 standards, they look pretty convincingly scary. And
yeah, Silent Hill 2 does so well, like just presenting less.
Yeah.
What's less is more. God, I would give one of my... No, I wouldn't give one of my kidneys. I would give my left toe. If my left big toe.
Don't
underestimate
your toes, dude. You might need them.
Dude, I listen. I would give my left toe if it meant I could get like a Resident Evil 2 style remake of either Silent Hill 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Honestly.
One that's like with a lot of depth where you can just kind of explore. I'd like to just have an explore Silent Hill mode where you can just explore the whole town. No story. Just go around and, all right, what's going on here? Check out and just be able to interact with everything.
That'd be shit. I don't want to
hide little, fun little clues around. It'd be great.
Why won't the camera?
Here's the idea right here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a Silent Hill 2 type of style game. It's gonna be fully in Silent Hill. It'll be multiplayer and it'll be a scavenger hunt. So it's like what you know about Silent Hill, you can put it to the test and you can run around doing like scavenger hunts. Wouldn't that be great? Okay.
PvP battle royale.
PvP. It'll be like Grand Theft Auto meets like it's like every little thing you can do in Grand Theft Auto. So you have like, oh my god, this is so confusing. There's like 50 James Sunderlands running around. There's like 75 pyramid heads in here. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. And like Grand Theft Auto, Silent Hill has UFOs as well.
Yeah.
So we can work that in just wonderfully.
That came from the the creator of the game was into the UFO and the occult stuff, and he actually said, yeah, this is what I'm interested in. And he was actually surprised that people thought it was a scary game. He wasn't trying to make a scary game. He said it wasn't his intention. But that's how it was received by people. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure that's totally true. Barry's not just bullshitting us. Yeah, this the game that is widely considered to be the greatest survival, well, not just survival horror, but horror game of all time. It wasn't supposed to be scary. If this wasn't supposed to be scary, can you imagine what that guy views as scary?
I think Silent Hill 2 is a lot. I mean, they really went for the scares in Silent Hill 2.
Because I agree, because I don't get scared at anything for the most part. It's something has to be very unique in order to get scares out of me.
Probably,
and while
probably the same way, because some people just are like that, where it just doesn't. They don't see it as scary, but other people are like, "Yeah, this is scary, dude. You're just a little weird."
Yeah, I think. I think there's only. I think this is the only game really that actually scared me, like made me feel like disturbed. There were like one or two other games that I can think of where like there was like a moment that sort of made me jump out of my seat. Like, have you ever played Fear?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're climbing down the ladder and then the little girl just appears. That shit got me.
What about Cry of Fear? That game is frightening beyond words.
I've never heard of it, to be honest.
So actually, I'm sure some people know about this. Cry of Fear is an homage to Silent Hill series, and it is a cult. It's kind of a cult classic. Dude, you have to stream it. I'll join you. I will join you. I'll help you through it. I'll hold your hand, dude. It's a traumatizing experience, but it's super fun.
Okay, so I gotta play Siren and now Cry of Fear.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Siren, you're probably not gonna like, as the controls are. It's tragic because it's such a great idea for a game, but the controls are just lackluster. But dude, I'm telling you, I'll set you up with Cry of Fear because it's kind of a Half-Life mod, and you got to do some hacky stuff to it to get it work good. But it's great. Cry of Fear is amazing, and it's free.
Sorry,
did I mention anyone who wants to play it who has a PC? It's free. You're welcome. Dry cleaning bill not included. It's such a it's great. It's a classic, and it's so freaking scary. At least for me. It's scary. Yeah, Layers of Fear was good. I streamed that back in the day, probably like 4 times. With every update, people would be like, "Hey, are you gonna stream it again? They updated it." I'd stream it and just be afraid.
What's it about? You don't mind me asking. Yeah.
Well, it deals with suicide, and it actually has alternate endings, and it has very clear, like, overt scenes that are ripped right from Silent Hill 2.
Oh.
Like the rowboat. You know the rowboat scene James is rowing after he confronts Eddie and rows across the lake. It's got that scene in it.
Yep.
Like, the developers of Cry of Fear are like huge Silent Hill fans, and it really shows. It's not quite as sophisticated of a story, but they actually make an attempt to flesh out a narrative, and it's actually pretty decent, but the gameplay and the scares are just top notch. Yeah, probably one of my favorite indie games ever is Cry of Fear. I think that was like my first Twitch game where I actually started getting followers, where people were like, "Oh my god, this is really fun." But I was having so much fun with Cry of Fear. So yeah, we'll do a Cry of Fear stream, dude. I think people are in for a treat because it's a little campy, but at the same time, you're gonna notice little Silent Hill things. You're like, "Oh my god, this is great!" So it's a lot of fun.
Let's start to be like Daymare, where like everything about that game is a reference to another game. Have you heard of Daymare?
I have not.
Oh, okay. You should watch playthroughs of that game, and you'll just roll your eyes because everywhere you look, it's a reference to either like another game or some sort of pop culture thing or a movie, and it's so bad, but it's wonderfully bootleg, I guess you could say. Yeah. It's not like it was made very low budget, but it's brilliant in its own way. Ooh, shit. Okay, so I think I went the wrong way, guys. Sorry about that. Because I couldn't go up towards Rosewater Park like I intended to. Hey guys, going over to the Silent Hill 3 lot? Yeah, right on. Put on your best angry eyes. So we can't go that way, so we just gotta go up. Okay, Cry of Fear and Siren. Gotta play those. Any other games like you guys would recommend that I should play or that Paul and I should stream together? You know, if we can make sort of like a trend out of this, dude, you gotta do some of the
Katamari.
Katamari. Yeah.
I have a series coming up about Katamari.
For real?
Yeah. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be short, but it's going to be interesting. I think people are going to like it.
So
sounds crazy, but
I gotta be honest, I never played Katamari, but I know what it is. But like, what the hell is in that game that you can do a dissection on? That'd be like doing a dissection on the metaphysics of Pong.
Well, I have the series on
two opposing forces. Oh, shut up! You don't. Two opposing forces battling it out, just like it has been since the beginning of time.
Protons, electrons, and neutrons. What does it all mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Polygons. There's a connection.
Just do it like Rod Serling. You were entering.
Everything is, everything is Da Vinci Code, or everything is like numbers. It's just 6, 7, 5, 4. What does it all mean? It means something. You don't really quite know, but you're always like, it means something. I know it. I can feel it. You're like going on a hunch, You're like,
just get like the right voice for it, and you'll believe anything they say. Like I did when I talked about the Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah. Man, I used to make people believe some really... People that went to my high school were so fucking stupid, man. I made them believe some really nutty shit.
You're a storyteller,
I'll save
Max.
some...
You're a storyteller.
Mm-hmm. I have been told that I'm a good communicator, but sometimes I use my gifts to, for the dark side.
For evil.
For evil.
Yeah, good job, Max. Good job. Proud of you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Aiden. You're my mentor. Couldn't do it without you.
Dope. Yeah.
Thomas Gilroy the third says, "Do Persona." Hey, man. Well, a quick question, Paul. Have you ever played Persona?
Yeah, I have. I've played Persona 3, not all the way through yet. I've been looking at it. People keep telling me, "Hey, you gotta do this. You gotta do this." So I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking into it. I've got so much on my plate right now. I'm working on BioShock. I have 2 BioShock series coming up, and so I got a lot of stuff coming out. So you'll see it hit YouTube. You'll see. I'm really excited for my Legend of Zelda series comes out in October. So if you guys are Zelda fans, I explore the symbolism of male psychology in reference to the Triforce, and I go into some pretty interesting stuff as far as the development of the male psyche having to do with Zelda. So little teaser there for next month on YouTube.
Thank you very much for bringing up Zelda, because that was actually something I was going to ask the chat, because like that's, Legend of Zelda, it's synonymous with gaming. Yet, I gotta be honest, I've never played a Zelda game, with the exception of the first hour of Ocarina of Time. Now, I would like to, but the problem is, I don't know how to get my hands on a copy of any of the games, for a reasonable price.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I can help you with that.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. I really want to play the Zelda series. I just, for whatever reason, it's just...
they're amazing.
One that I never got around to.
All amazing games.
And then, second of all, in regards to Persona, I will acknowledge that people have been, ever since I first mentioned Jung on my channel, people have been badgering me to play Persona, yet I have been avoiding it because, low-key, I don't like JRPGs. Nothing wrong with the genre itself, it's just not something that I tend to enjoy. But because a lot of you have been begging me to play it, I'm going to give it a shot, and it's another reason why you should go over to Twitch, because as soon as I'm done going through Layers of Fear and Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm going to start doing Persona. regularly. Okay? So there you go. You can stop asking me about it. It involves alchemy, religion, tarot. Philemon is a character that comes from the King James Version Bible. Are you talking about Persona, Thomas? If that's the case, then that's great. Hopefully I can move past my prejudice of...
I've gone in pretty fairly far into Persona 3, and I really haven't been shown anything yet where I'm just like, wow. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stick with it and see. Because I know a lot of people are saying it's got some good stuff, so can't wait to find out what's going on.
Jackson McKinney says, what about Final Fantasy, Max? I tried playing Final Fantasy 7. I couldn't do it.
I've got Final Fantasy X. I've got a character analysis in my Sacred Pixels video series where I feature Yuna, and I talk about the symbolism about Yuna. She's a very interesting character from Final Fantasy X. I'm not a JRPG guy necessarily, but I'm a sucker for a good story. So if a game's got a good story, then I'm in.
Yeah, I've asked people, if you think a game has a good story, recommend it to me, and I'll look into it. And Final Fantasy VII was one of those. So I got to figure out a way to engage with it so that I can learn about what all the rage was about.
Yeah, and it's actually really fun to expand your horizons and go to new, totally different genres that you normally wouldn't, and appreciate them in a certain way. Paul, do you have a video? I guess that means a video about Yuna. Well, I mentioned Yuna in my series Sacred Pixels. That's going to come out in let's see, that's going to come out in like February. Yeah, going to come out in February. It's on my site right now, reinstallpaul.com. This scene right here reminds me of Cry of Fear, because they actually do this scene in the game.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it's but whatever this is in the way they do it in Cry of Fear is about 100 times more terrifying. At least to me. I mean, Did
they make it 100 times longer? That would be terrifying.
Yeah, you just keep running. It just doesn't stop. Yeah.
It'd be like, okay, did the game break? Why am I still running 15 minutes later?
You just see this big red error thing. Error. Oh, I reached the end of the... Okay, I'll turn back.
Oh, like Eternal Darkness style? Do you remember that game?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, so Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, it was a game for the GameCube. It's often considered to be one of the best horror games ever. And the way that the gameplay worked, they had this thing called the sanity meter, and I never played it, so I don't know how it works, but it'll go up and down, and if it continues to go down, the game will start to do really weird stuff to you. Like it has its own blue screen of death.
Wait a minute.
That comes
You're describing what's going on in my mind. I have a sanity meter that I monitor. This is crazy.
Yeah. Do you have a blue screen of death?
Sometimes I just wig out. That's not really. That's an interesting gameplay element, actually. I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna sign off. I don't know if you're prepared to sign off yet.
Yeah. We're about to finish. Like I said, we're just about to get to the part where we get to the... Damn it, stop. I'm trying to shoot this thing, for Christ's sake. Great, now we got COVID all over me. Thanks a lot. GG. Yeah, sorry, Paul. I said we were going to do it as soon as we get to the jail, and we are literally almost there.
Okay.
So, shit, can you back the fuck up? Sit down, motherfucker. Okay. So... Actually, you know what? No, there is a little bit to get through before we get to the jail. So you know what? We're gonna end it here.
Well, you just saved too, right? You're good. You just...
Right.
Well, you have to run down that long hallway again. That's probably gives people enough time to show up for the next stream.
Mm-hmm.
As I run down the hall, I'm going to take 10 minutes to let everyone kind of saunter in.
Well, the beautiful thing about the enhanced edition is that you can just save wherever you want instead of having to
Right.
use the
Yeah.
red squares.
I prefer to do it.
So
I'm a
would-
traditional type of Silent Hill person. I try to I look for the squares. This is the way it's supposed to be, and I will obey the red squares. But that's just me. There's no rule.
Throwing,
There's no rule for the-
yeah, throwing shade at me. I get it. You know, Silent Hill purists. Sure.
No, I mean we all
Okay.
have our preferences, man. It's fine. No judge.
Yeah,
No
I
judge,
know.
bro. No judging.
We don't judge here, dog. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe that over 200 of you showed up and listened to us for this long. Like Paul says, you know, this is totally normal, but to me, it's kind of mind-blowing. So thank you all for hanging out for as long as you have. Welcome me back to YouTube with open arms. And also, I forgot to mention this. I actually have a video coming out tomorrow.
Woo!
Woohoo! Like I said, I'm not going to be doing, you know, weekly stuff, but I'm not. I didn't ever say that I would stop uploading videos entirely. So yeah, I do in fact have a video coming out tomorrow. It will be in regards to the new DLC that came out for Control, the one that features Alan Wake, and I'm going to be talking about how those two games are connected. So look forward to that. It'll be up at around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, and then of course, before we finish, I want to thank Paul for doing this with me. It was a lot of fun.
Max. I enjoyed it.
And
It's great.
and before we go, could you please tell people where they can find you online one last time?
Thanks. Well, just go on my YouTube channel, Reinstall Paul. I have like 3 followers, so if you want to give me a follow, that'd be great. Or subscribe to my channel. I think I have like 5 now. So thanks for the 2 people. And then I have a member site too. So if you want early access, I have over 20 videos on my site right now, reinstallpaul.com. They will eventually make it to YouTube. So if you can't join my member site, I mean, that's totally fine. I like to have something for my members, my supporters, to have early access. And I also have ebooks. So if you're really into Silent Hill, I have Silent Hill 1 and 2 ebooks where I go into all the details with a bibliography if you're interested in further reading and stuff. But yeah, just swing by my YouTube and say hi and throw me a like or something. So thanks so much, Max. I mean, we should do this again. This was a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. And speaking of doing this again, Harbless Panda says, when are you streaming on YouTube again? Well, I don't actually plan on streaming on YouTube again, dude, but I do plan on streaming to Twitch. Yeah, because I'm trying to move people over there because that's where I'm going to be doing the majority of my consistent content, because it's a lot easier to just play games, right? It takes a lot out of me to do.
Have you ever considered streaming to both at the same time? Because that is possible. Mind blower.
You can do that?
I could hear the wheels trying to go, what? Yeah, actually, there's a way to do that.
You know, I get the impression, Paul, that you're older than me, yet how am I more of a boomer than you are?
Well, I work in software, so I have a little bit of a technical background. So that's how I mysteriously know all this technical stuff for no apparent reason. So, but no,
Okay,
yeah, people do it all the time. There's people that stream on both.
Well, you gotta help me out with that, dude, because we might just do that.
We'll talk after the stream. We'll talk. We'll have
awesome. Well, we'll talk. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Yeah. All right. But yeah. Anyways, regardless, guys, please go to my Twitch.
Yeah, your audience is awesome,
Yeah.
Max. By the way, you guys have been really great. So it's really cool.
Yeah, you guys
hanging
are.
out with
You.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a great community.
The
here.
community.
Everyone's super awesome and fun. So that's awesome. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, we'll be doing this again for sure, guys. So we'll be on Max's Twitch, doing more Silent Hill stuff. So yeah, thanks, Max.
And thanks, dude. And until we do that, guys, just want to remind you, as I always do, remember to stay yellow.